Welcome to Cranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Yet truth cuts through the noise and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Cranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always win. Come on, let's get into it. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I have a lot of noise in the background. How you doing? Can you guys hear me out in YouTube land before I get started? I'm getting some feedback here. Can you guys, let me know if you can hear me first. If you know you can see me, I don't even got my hat on. No, I can't do this without my hat. Let me know if you can hear me. You can see I'm rushing. Bless up, Drew Ross. How you doing? Can you guys hear me out in, Drew Ross, can you hear me, Drew Ross? Let me know if you can hear me, Drew Ross, before I start the program. I don't like to start unless I can be heard. You can hear me? Good. So we're ready then. And I say we're ready. Well, I mean, I do enough things. I don't think I'm ready. We're not ready, but I don't think we're ready at all. Can you see me? I go all over the place here, people, all over the place. But good afternoon. It's World Cup Final. And if you see me looking down, it's because I'm trying to get something set up. It's World Cup Final. It's 2026. We're ready to go. Argentina versus Spain, what we've been talking about. And I have a guest early. So I'm bringing it on early because he has to run. We're bringing it on early. I'm bringing him in early. If you remember how to do this. Tony, where are you, Tony?
Bless up, King. I am at home in London, Inglaterra.
You're in Inglaterra. So you turned Argentina for me today.
No, Espanol.
Oh, Argentina speaks Spanish, so es español.
Sí, me gusta España.
No comprendo español.
Esta noche.
Despacio, por favor. Anyway, go ahead. Good.
So yeah, I'm here in London currently. Next week I shall be departing with Apollo. We're heading over to Jamaica to do some work over there.
You were in St. Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Okay. Still about the previous hurricane, what transpired. And Apollo spent a lot of time down there and collected a lot of goods and donations and all that. So you're part of that whole contingent?
Yes, that's correct. This time I'm joining him.
So the Guyanese are helping support Jamaica because here you guys building 300 houses, and now you're going out there as a Guyanese.
Yes, I am.
Spend some of that oil money. So what are your thoughts on the game today? What are your thoughts on the game?
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be interesting because, let's be honest, watching the semi-final with England, I think you could see that Argentina are very accomplished at the dark arts.
Are they?
They're very accomplished at it. And I've seen this throughout the tournament, in fact. They're a very dangerous team in the way that they bring their physicality into the game. But they're as a team, they're still a very useful team. They use their arts well. They combine that with their interplay. They attack very well. They're very strong, maintaining the ball, keeping control of the way the game is played. And this all bearing in mind that they're playing as a 10+1. They get nothing from Messi defensively. So effectively, they know that 10 players will support defensively and allow Messi to do what he does.
Yeah, it's interesting, actually, because you would think in contemporary football you need 11 defenders,
Yeah.
right? And that is not the case in this point where he just walks on the right side of the field for most of the game. I always thought that you should have a shadow for him. Right? I always thought you should shadow him. You know, like in NFL,
Yeah.
you have a man to man. You take somebody out the game. You have a
Yeah.
receiver is dangerous. You play man to man, and then you play zone for everything else. Or in basketball, they call it a box on one, which is you play zone for
Yeah.
everything else.
I
I
think the
always thought you
thing
should
there
shadow him. Yeah.
in the England game, I think England did try to make sure somebody was with him. However, when he gets the ball, he is absolutely one of the best ever when it comes to just making a player just lose his space. You know, he's able to move around players very quickly and in a manner that leaves them completely exposed. And I think England, they found that out to the check.
I'm losing it, Tony. Something's wrong with Tony's system, it appears. So I am actually losing Tony. But as Tony is saying, hopefully I get him back, that Messi has the ability. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Tony. We lost you for a bit. We lost you. You were talking about Messi, but we lost you.
Yeah, I mean his ability to just make players just run in the wrong direction, the quick drop of a shoulder, the use of the twist of the feet, the ball control. You know, he can make a man-to-man marker look extremely poor. You know, and I saw that with Anderson and other players in the game against England. He made them look very pedestrian.
I thought, not to spend too much time on the England game, I thought Tuchel just was incompetent. I thought his game man. You hear me complain about Arteta's game management, right? So, and you know what it reminded me of? You remember this? You're an Arsenal fan. We played City about 2 years ago. Trossard got a red card, and our defense ended up on the 6-yard box, not the 18, the 6-yard defending. Now, at some point, playing against great players, you're going to give up a goal. My philosophy is the 18, top of the 18, is my barometer in terms of my line of defense. My goalkeeper has to cover off that space, right? To me, my goalkeeper cover that space, and therefore I can push more upfield. If you keep dropping and dropping and dropping, and here's the worst thing, Tony. England, a bigger team, they couldn't head the damn ball. They couldn't get a head on the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, they had so many. McAllister had 2 headers. Fernandez had a header. Martinez scored from a header. They couldn't get a head on the ball, which is amazing to me, actually. But anyway, England. I thought Tuchel did a horrible job managing the game. Why did Saka play that game? My last point. Why didn't Saka play that game? He played 3 days later.
Yeah.
He didn't get a minute. And you're playing. By the way, we didn't buy Rodgers for Arsenal. I don't want to digress, people. It's the final. I am not sad we didn't get Rodgers. He's not a winger.
Yeah.
Watch him in the World Cup. He's not a winger. He's not a winger.
Yeah.
Great 10, very good 10, but he's not a winger. Your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting game because the midfield battle is going to be key for me. You know, Rodri has been immense again. You know, look, for a guy who came off an ACL a year ago, his comeback is nothing short of remarkable. And in this World Cup, he has been the standout central midfielder. You know, his ability to just control the game and allow those around him to do what they need to do while he does what he does. You know, we talk about how good we enjoyed the Thomas Partey days, you know, as a single pivot at Arsenal. Well, Rodri is, in my eyes, the only other single pivot central defender that can do what, you know, he does.
Yeah, I didn't watch Partey in the World Cup. I thought Partey was good for Ghana, by the way. I thought he was good, even though he's old now and he's probably about 40. You and I have talked about his age a little bit. He still look with the intelligence, the spacing, the anticipation, the entirety of what a CDM does. He was the epitome. He epitomizes that role, and Rodri has been phenomenal. You know what he does really well, Tony? He doesn't feel pressure.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel. He play the ball in a little space right behind the defense, and you can't get to it. It's a system, right? It's a system team.
Yeah.
The system is amazing in terms of whether it's Almo, whether it's Merino, whether it's Fabian Ruiz, whoever you put in there, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They didn't play Pedri the last game, and Pedri's supposed to be world class. Pedri couldn't get a game. No Gavi, no Pedri. Yeah, it's. Look, I'm looking forward to the game actually. But you mentioned Dark Hearts. The Dark Hearts came out really well against England. The referee allowed too much in this region, to be honest, because Paraguay did the same thing against France. And they didn't get a yellow card, I don't think, in the first half. So, but I think Spain will overcome that because they're so good on the ball. And what people underestimate with Spain is their pressing, Tony.
Yeah.
They don't let you breathe. That's why France struggled. They don't let you breathe. Right? France struggled because they couldn't deal with Spain's defense. Between the ball possession and you working to get the ball back, along with them pressing you, it's very difficult.
Yeah. And once they do get that ball, then they don't release it for a long time. They
You
know
can't
how
get
to.
it. You can and here's the thing. Cucurella and Porro look like great right on great on, they look like the best players ever. Because what they have is speed out wide, right? They're
Yeah.
pretty quick. That's how Porro scored the second goal. And it's amazing actually to see them play in that team, that system, and how well it works.
Mm.
What do you expect from Argentina today?
Yeah, I mean, look, the players that star have delivered. Julian Alvarez has shown his capability. Messi has been Messi. He's done what he needs to do. He scored goals. He's assisted. You know, Considering his age, he is phenomenal, and that player cannot be underrated at this stage, even at his age. That he can come in and he can control this game. He can make or break a team.
But I
Single
wonder
handedly.
when they don't, because England allowed them to have so much possession. In Spain, you won't have the possession. So how will that work for Argentina? Because it gets very frustrating if you're a ball player and you can't touch the ball.
Yeah, but I think Argentina themselves also have a very similar kind of, we will control the tempo of the game, we will control the possession. So I think the midfield battle is going to be interesting, and obviously, who presses best will be very important to see, how that pans out in the game.
Here's the question. Does Messi become a liability defensively? Right? Because it's going to be interesting because he's going to be on Yamal's side of the field, isn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think there's an issue there because, for me, Argentina have worked out that they can do all the work without him having to involve himself in the defensive third. Look, let's use him as an outlet. Let's get the ball up to Messi as quickly as possible. But when it comes to moving backwards and defending, they know he's not going to be around. And they've worked out a system that allows them to have the cover, whether it mean the right centre back comes out and assists the right fullback, so that you've got cover on the right hand side, and then the central midfielders in McAllister and DePaul or whoever they choose. They work well in that system. And in fact, it kind of reminds me a bit of Arsenal because, people don't realize Arsenal don't play a low block, but what they do is they utilize their midfield three to come in and create an extra shield to that defensive four. And
Right.
Argentina do that extremely well.
Yeah, I just think against Spain, you need 11 people defending. When the team is so good possessing the ball, you can't carry people. And it doesn't come out against team that can't possess the ball really, really well. If I'm a great possession team and you don't have an extra man, it's a challenge. Because how do I get the ball off you with, I can't get off you with 11, much less with 10.
Yeah.
Remember when City was playing with 10 men and it seemed like they have 12 on the field because you can't get the ball off them. It's going to be interesting today to see how that thing. Look, when Messi gets the ball, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Because as you said, he creates mismatches because he can go by his first man real easily. So then you're scrambling, which is what England faced, especially people like Anderson, for example. I thought Spence, by the way, was brilliant in the World Cup. Spence got a lot of grief. The last few games, Spence was brilliant.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. And by the way, that penalty he got against Norway was a penalty. I don't care what anybody says when Osterbob fouled him, but we won't go into that. What's your prediction for score today?
I'm all in the Spain camp for the reasons probably most people realize. We're not really great fans of Argentina, and as such, I'd love to see Spain win 3-0. I think they've got the capability to do so. I think they can exploit weaknesses in Argentina. It's interesting with Spain because they have got goal scorers across the pitch, but they haven't really relied on a striker in the way many other teams have done. So, you know,
Well, I don't think they have a lot of prolific goal scorers though. Just
yeah,
think
they
about it,
don't.
because
Yeah,
Yamal hasn't been scoring.
yeah,
Oyasabal is a decent player. They are using a midfielder up front, right? It could be Dani Albo, it could be Marino coming on. They don't really have a center forward they're using,
yeah,
right? They don't really have a center forward who's Nico Williams is out of form or probably injured. That's why he hasn't been starting. So they don't really have. It's really interesting how they play, but they're so ball dominant that they'll work their way to the goal. What they do is they break you down to score, right? Ferran
yeah,
Torres missed too many chances to start. They'll break you down and get in your goal versus them having a great striker, for example, who put the ball in the net, like a Harry Kane or a Haaland or something.
yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I'm looking
It
forward to
is.
the game. I want Argentina to get slapped like 6, but that ain't gonna happen. I'm not an Argentina fan.
Yeah.
I'm just
I mean,
anti-Argentina.
you know, the one thing is, and again, it comes down to the dark arts is how is the refereeing going to work in this game? Because we have seen Argentina get away with blue murder, and
Yeah.
you know, can it happen again in such a obvious way that they get away with so much?
Yeah, against England, the first 6, 7 plays, they were just committing really bad fouls and get then a yellow card, nothing.
Yeah,
So in essence, if you allow me to do it, I'm gonna keep doing it until you tell me I can't
yeah,
do it anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it should be interesting. Should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So
Indeed.
where you gonna be watching the game? Watch it from home?
Yeah. So I'm in my newly built cinema room.
Oh, awesome. Oh, okay.
So as you can see, yeah,
So that's your man cave. You're in your man
this
cave.
is it. This is it. Yeah. You know, we got the shrine to the
And
Arsenal.
I see you have a lot of CDs, not a CD, like vinyl.
Yeah, yeah, that's all there. And then up there we got the deck,
Okay,
CD deck,
okay.
SL
Oh,
1210s. So yeah,
all right. Well, we will see what happens later.
yeah.
I know Apollo bringing the game, so hopefully, well, Apollo is not a really big England fan actually. I think he just, yeah. I wanted England to win actually. If Jamaica was going to make the World Cup, I prefer England to get there. I thought France would win it really easily,
Yeah.
not stressing, and
I
France
mean,
just
you
looked
know,
out of sorts.
I think the thing that here in the UK with a lot of the black fans, we kind of just gravitate to the team with the most black people.
Yeah,
And
so why can't we get more black people from England to play for Jamaica? The better players.
yeah,
You know
yeah. I
that I
mean,
don't know. That part of it's probably JFF, but we need to work on that. That needs to be worked out.
definitely, you know, and
People like Tony getting 2 minutes and can't get to a World Cup and play 6 minutes is wasting your time.
absolutely.
Morgan Gibbs
Um,
White, Tony, all those players. Gibbs White should be in this team. Don't get in the team.
yeah,
I hear people talking about the '86 World Cup, right? And I'm old enough to have watched the '86 World Cup. If England wasn't racist, they'd have won that World Cup. Because it was started John Barnes. John
mm,
Barnes came on second half. I remember the game clearly. Set up 2 goals. Lineker scored 1. Should have scored the other one. He was destroying the right back. And they kept him on the bench because in those days, black players get played sparingly or no game when they should be starting.
yeah,
I mean, things have changed since then because last time I checked, the England team was majority black. But
yeah.
still,
Especially last night,
yeah.
nine black players, in the starting lineup was, for us black folk in the UK, it was astonishing and a moment of pride. It's all over my social media. The glee, the happiness to see that what we could stick 2 fingers up to the establishment, which has been so harsh against integration or immigration. And say, look, your team is nothing without us.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Because sports is a meritocracy for most times, isn't it?
Mm,
Contemporary sports, not in the old days where they could get away with this, right? People want to win. It's a business. You're
yeah,
going to use the best people to allow you to achieve your objective. And therefore, if the best athletes are of a certain persuasion, you're going to play them.
yeah,
And in this case, you can see it with France, you can see it with England. And even people like Norway have 3 or 4 in their team.
yeah. I mean, literally, I saw a tweet from somebody saying this tournament shows that most teams are putting their best African descent players against African players and seeing who wins.
Yeah, I call it the Black World Cup. France
Mm,
had 98 players of African descent. The Dutch have 60 something. If you look
yeah,
at the totality, the USA had 7 black players on the field at one point, when in the previous day with Kobe Jones and Beasley only had 2. Right, the whole equation, the whole environment has changed when it comes to that. So,
yeah.
the
And
great the thing though is that those countries that produce those that migrate those individuals got to figure out a way to improve their infrastructure, improve their resources, because it's the same DNA.
yeah. I think the other thing is that look, we've seen the orange dictator spout his rubbish about this country is a s-hole, and this country, and obviously the immigration and ICE and all that kind of stuff. We had a moment last night where I was like, this is what football is. We saw the France and the England players get together in a moment of prayer after a game where they had pitted each other for 90 minutes, but they came together at a moment where one was consoling the other, but they found that common unity to find
Yep,
a moment to pray. And I just thought, that epitomizes everything about what a World Cup should be.
yep.
You know,
Totally agree. Totally agree. Looking forward to it. We
yeah,
have 7 minutes before start of the game, people. It's the World Cup Final 2026 World Cup. Only 8 teams have won the World Cup previously. England have their sole trophy in 1966. They haven't been back to the final since. Should have made it this year, but these things happen. France has also won the World Cup a couple of times.
yeah.
Argentina looking to go up in that big number. Brazil has won it 5 times. Argentina won it in 78, 86, 2022. So looking to go to 4. I
Mm,
think Germany has won it 4 times. So it hasn't in the what almost 100 years of the World Cup. There haven't been too many teams winning it.
yeah. Spain has only won it once, so
Spain won
they're
it in
gonna be looking.
2010.
So they're
Yeah,
looking to add to
2010.
that.
Spain, Uruguay won the first 2. They haven't won since. And it's interesting to see that that hasn't changed over 100 years in terms of the teams who win the World Cup. Right? Different teams may win the Euro, like Greece may win the Euro and all that, or South American Championship, maybe Brazil and Argentina, but the World Cup's a different story. But we'll see what happens today. We're looking forward to the game. Sure, the stadium
Indeed.
is sold out. The Argentinian fans have come from everywhere. Where do they get all this money from to go to those games? I heard FIFA expected to make 10 billion. They're going to make about 15 billion. It's
Yeah, it wouldn't
crazy.
surprise me. Yeah.
Uh,
That's why they wanted the competition in the first place, because they know it's a money grab. You're gonna make a lot of money.
yeah, people are
Um,
saying that a lot of people weren't coming to the World Cup from overseas because of the Orange Man, and he's like, but it didn't matter. People turn up for the World Cup.
they found a way. They found a way.
They found a way. They probably sold their
Yeah.
car or
But,
mortgaged their house or whatever they have to do.
that's the interesting thing is, look, people are besotted by football. It's the people's game,
Yes,
and as such, it's a shame that it's had to be reduced to this kind of situation where the people were denied the opportunity. At least some people, anyway. You
some
know.
people were denied. Yeah, yeah.
and
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 look,
and, that, and that's the shame. And I hope the IOC can look at this and go, you know what, we've got in 2 years' time, we have a massive, massive, massive situation where we have the entire world coming again, supposedly to the US to participate in what should be the greatest sporting event of all time.
yeah, it's tough though because Tony, as you and I know, it's about money, isn't it?
Yeah.
That good old money changes behavior, changes things. People do strange things when it comes to money.
Yeah, and to me, it's a simple. You got to move that. You've got to move that whole competition. You have to say, look, we can't have half the world incapable of going to watch a tournament which is supposed to be the world tournament.
Yeah, yeah, no, would agree. The players are coming out on the pitch. There's the World Cup finals. I'm
Hmm.
sure
Looks very sunny there, Bertram.
Huh?
Looks very sunny there.
It is. It is sunny. I'm actually I'm out of town actually, so I'm not in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not in New York. I've been out of town for like 3 weeks actually.
Mm.
It'd be very frustrating to be in New York and don't go to the game, but it
So
was ridiculous.
here's the question for you. Do the MetLife keep the grass pitch for the NFL? Will they keep it, or will they revert back to the plastic turf after this competition?
They probably go plastic turf, less maintenance.
Wow.
Right? The maintenance is much less, so they don't care about players and their safety.
Wow. I
They care
mean,
about money.
it has such a notorious reputation for ruining players' legs.
Yeah, but grass, as you know, takes a lot of maintenance, right? So,
But
especially maintaining.
you say that everybody else in the world uses grass
Well, the
and they
U.S. is all about.
maintain it. You know, look,
U.S. about you reduce costs and you increase revenues. That's the focus. They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna stay with
for
grass.
the amount of revenue that is generated by the NFL, grass should be automatic. It should just
Yeah,
be
it should be automatic. It should be because the turf does damage people, especially with ACL injuries and knee injuries. Your feet get
exactly.
stick in the turf. If you ever played, turf has gotten better over the years. I used to play football on turf way back in the days. It's hard,
Mm,
right? The ball bounces true, but your knees, you get a lot of burn, astroturf burn, or
yeah,
your knees just after a while is like playing on concrete sometimes. So depends
yeah.
on the turf. But no, this turf have improved significantly over the years. So it's not like it used to be actually.
Mm. All right, my friend, I'm going to let you crack on with your
All right,
stream.
sir.
I
We'll
will
talk.
relax. All
All
the
right.
best.
Have fun. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Take care.
All right. Bye. All right, everyone. The starting lineups are on the board here. To the left, you see the Spain starting lineup. Simone, Paro, Laporte, Cabarsi, Cucurella, Ruiz, Baena, Rodri, Olmo, Yamal, and Oyarzabal. It's the same starting lineup from the previous game. And then for Argentina, it's Martinez, Tagliafico, Montiel, Lisandro Martinez. First, the goalkeeper is Emiliano. Romero, De Paul, Gonzalez, McAllister, Fernandez, Alvarez, and Messi. So they both teams using the same starting team from the last game. Dr. Dan says 4-0 to Spain. Interesting. By the way, people, if you're in the chat, please hit the like button. Let me get your score prediction. I think I requested that previously as you come in. Let me know what you're predicting to win this game, actually. Let me know who you're predicting to win. And by the way, the score is at the bottom of. I'll take off the running message, but I have the scoreboard at the bottom. So no complaints from some people coming to the chat and say they can't see the score. If it's not pronounced enough, let me know. I'll move it to the top. But right now, I'm keeping it at the bottom. But I'll take off the running board so you can easily see it. Ricardo says 4-0. Really? Yeah, no, it's not going to be 4-0 Spain. I don't think so. Dr. Dan must not like Argentina like a bunch of us. Hey, King Duck, because England gave away that game, even though England was average throughout this tournament. I would agree with you. I don't know how Argentina got here. I mean, Argentina. Look. Here's the journey by both teams, right? Look at the journey, people. Look at the journey. Spain has given up 1 goal throughout the tournament. They haven't scored a lot of goals, but they've given up 1 goal, and that was against Belgium. And that was in the game before the semifinal, in the quarterfinal. Argentina, on the other hand, have given up 7 goals in their last 5 games. Almost every team scored against Argentina. Now, here's the interesting thing about this game. It's the team that plays phenomenal defense in Spain and great ball possession versus a team which is much more hardworking, physical, does score a goal. So it's almost contrasting style. More of I would call Spain more of a finesse team with a lot of really skillful players, great ball possession, versus a team that is very physical, has a number of good quality players. Both teams' strengths are in their midfield. I don't think Spain back four is the best back four. It's amazing to see a team with Cabarsi, with Cucurella and Poro. And Laporte is a good player, but he's not playing any big league now. I think he's playing in Saudi, isn't he? And they have given up one goal. It shows you how good they are in what I call preventive defense, which is their ability to retain the ball. They do a really good job retaining the ball. And when you can retain the ball like they do, it becomes part of your offense. And people don't seem to realize you can rest when you have the ball. Because if you play football, when you have the ball, you don't get tired in them. You only get tired when you don't have the ball. So if they can rest when they have the ball and they can retain a lot of possession, it makes the game easier for them. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this game works out for them. Very interesting. Looking forward to it. Now, these teams, I wouldn't say they have a lot of history, because they don't. The history, Argentina, as I mentioned previously, has won 3 World Cup. From the days of Kempes to Maradona, to the more recent team that won in 2022, when most of these players were there, to the Spain team with Iniesta and the Xavi and the Villas of the world that won 2010, when they really come into their own. And since 2010, Spain has not won the World Cup, but at 2014, 2018, 2022, they have not done as well. But they have won the Euros, they have won the Women's World Cup, and their youth teams have won the Olympics. They have won a ton of different trophies. So it should be interesting to see going forward how this game pans out. And I'm looking forward to it. And here's what I find interesting, actually. Simon has been the goalkeeper for Spain. And I think Raya, who hasn't get a kick in this World Cup, is one of the best goalkeeper, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. Maybe someone can protest and say Courtois is better. And Courtois is brilliant. But Raya, who I think is a great goalkeeper, hasn't got a kick in this World Cup. It's amazing. So if you're Raya, how do you feel about not getting a kick in? Do you feel like you have won the World Cup? And if you look at the Spain team, with Pedri on the bench and Gavi on the bench and Merino on the bench, it's really interesting in that, Pedri is considered one of the future midfielders and world-class midfielders in the world and can't get into this team. And Fuente, who was the coach, was never one who has coached a big team. So it's imperative to understand the system can overcome individual brilliance, as we saw with Spain against France. So Ricardo said, if Spain had a prolific goal scorer, they would kill Argentina. That's an interesting comment, because here's the question, Ricardo. If they're a prolific goal scorer, would that scorer be like a Haaland who doesn't get involved defensively and periodically offensively? Or one now in their team where that player is a midfielder who's also part of that whole build-up play? So that's interesting. King does say, you can't, but if your goalie hasn't made a mistake, wouldn't you state loyal to him, even if he's in the form? No, look, I think you play players based on meritocracy and their club form. And I agree, Simon, but he hasn't been tested either. So you'll never know. I don't know how you pick your initial team, King Doc. When you pick your initial team, and this player is worldly in his performance, and he's on the bench, it does beg the question. Now, I'm not saying you should change a person when they haven't given up a goal, but I still don't understand how Raya didn't get a game in the World Cup. But when you're a goalkeeper, it's difficult to change goalkeeper sometimes, because form and continuity are imperatives for the goalkeeper. Well, I don't know if it's a perfect game, because I don't think Argentina have a lot of individual brilliance apart from Messi. Alvarez is very good and wanted by a lot of teams. Fernandez is good, and the game is off. Argentina kicking off. All the Argentina players look better when they play for Argentina than they play for their club team. Argentina going long, and Spain is pressing again, as expected. Both of these defenses haven't really been tested in this tournament. Well, Argentina has been tested, but Spain has been tested. Argentina is not truly pressing. I think England gave away the Argentina game. I think Tuchel I would have fired him right after the game was done. I wouldn't even let him coach a third place game. He was awful. Spain just keeping the ball. Argentina not pressing. And I don't know what the weather is in New York, but I'm sure it's probably hot. Yeah, I heard somebody say Kobe Mano shouldn't play because he didn't get a kick. So I'm not sure if he was injured or if he just decided not to play because he got no game in the World Cup. I thought Tuchel playing Rodgers on the right, even though he had an assist, was awful. Rodgers had a poor World Cup, by the way. And he scores 170 million pounds. English players overrated and overvalued. Spain just playing the ball around Argentina. They cannot touch the ball. That's Spain. You cannot get close to them. And Argentina will feel it in this heat today. It's poor turnover by Spain. Poor pass by Ruiz. That was an easy pass that he had. That should never be in a turnover. Argentina may play counter-attacking football today. Yeah, but I'm not sure he was injured. Injured from what? From not playing? What he got injured from? Not playing? If you just join us, we are watching Watchalong for the game between the World Cup Final, Argentina and Spain. Argentina coming forward, brilliant move inside, ball plays inside. To the ball goes, Argentina going from right to left. They haven't found Messi yet. Martinez. So they're just playing the ball across the field, trying to keep possession just like Spain does, actually. So now it's their time to keep possession. But Spain has a very smart press. It's not an all-out press. The press is meant to get everybody in play first before they come full out. Argentina done a good job of playing the ball forward, coming forward. He got injured from man in the middle. I hear you. I heard some people say he shouldn't play because he got no game in the World Cup. Argentina looking really good, actually. And Spain's defense, they have 5 up front. It's like a 5-4, 5-5, 2-4 defense, actually. And what Argentina is doing is just keeping the ball in the back, finding the space, and try to play around him. It'd be a closer game than people think, actually. I want to see what Yamal does today. He hasn't done much in this tournament, to be honest. Both teams pressing smart. And just not running and wasting energy. They're trying to press together. Spain now goes long. So I think Spain, that's who got blocked out? That's Montiel. Let's see what happens. He grabbed the play. That should be a yellow card. Like in any other league in the world, that's a yellow card. And then he's protesting. That's a clear yellow card. The ball was over his head. The man's going behind him, and he can give a yellow card. And then DePaul going to argue. Like, I hate that, people. It's a clear foul. And then you're going to pretend as if you didn't foul the man. You pulled him down. And that was a fast break over the top. Oh, brilliant turn. Almo. Out to Yamal. Yamal coming forward, goes inside. Look at his shoot. Trying to play across. Almo has it. Yamal is in. Oh, he tried to pass it in the goal instead of shooting with his right foot. He has no right foot. That's a big chance. All he had to do was put his right foot through the ball. He tried to go inside. The ball was blocked. Went to Almo, played him in one time, and he tried to go far post with his left foot versus just blasting it. Clear first chance to Spain. Oh, Spain comes again. Here, Rodri. Rodri looking to shoot. Plays in Yamal, who crosses it, tried to cross it, blocked by Martinez. So Argentina's gotten away twice. Spain putting on the pressure. Here comes Argentina. And Alvarez looked like, oh, Simon was out. He played the ball. This is a lot of scramble, people. Can't keep up with this pace. A lot is happening in this game, early in the game. 5 minutes in, Spain has gotten 2 chances, didn't put away any. And Argentina almost had a break. I don't think that's going to happen today. Here comes Spain. Spain now walking on Argentina. They're in the middle of Argentina half. It's Laporte. And look how far down Laporte is. Plays it wide to Cucurella. Not to Cucurella, sorry. Looks like Alex Buena back to Laporte, who goes all the way back to Rodri, who the conductor. Conductor goes wide to Yamal. Yamal goes back to Rodri. who's been playing brilliantly. Seems like he's fully recovered from his ACL injury and is back to the old Rodri who won the Ballon d'Or. It's Rodri again to Cabarsi. And they have no problem playing the ball under pressure. They find just enough space to get around you. They just create enough space so they can move away from you. They're not creating space. They're not kicking the ball away from themselves and then have to struggle to get it back. They just create just enough room to bypass you with the pass or with or trying to beat you, and then play to someone. And they see 2 or 3 passes before the ball gets to them. They're not afraid of pressure. Look at this work through the Argentina press. Here come Rodri. He has space. And he goes inside looking to cross. He's being pushed. Try to go over the top to find... Has the balls to Cucurella. Cucurella has options. Comes across to... Spain is in. Referee says no foul. That looked like a foul to me. Here comes Argentina. Even Pedro Porro playing like he's a center midfielder at times. I don't have a match timer. Yes, if you look below on my screen. You know what? Let me do this. Let me move it up. I do have a match timer. If you look below, if you look where I have, I need to move it up a little bit, actually. Let me move it up. But I have the scoreboard. The scoreboard is the blue below. Let me take off the comment. Spain putting Argentina much pressure. Here comes Spain again. Oyarzabal turns it over. The timer is there. It says, you can't see it clearly, can you? I need to make it bigger. I thought there's no time on it, though. I thought there was time on it. There's no time. I have to find another one that has the time. I thought he had a time on it. Let me find one that has a time and then put it up. Well, we are 8 minutes in. Yeah, they do. Yamal had a good chance. He should have put that away. And then he almost was an own goal. Argentina going with the cup. Cabarsi heads out. Well, Ruiz trying a one-time pass to play that out of bounds. I thought the time was below. It does have the score, which is 0-0. I'll have to find a feed that has the time. Alcova says Spain 3-1. I gotta find a feed. The timer is not on this one. I thought I had it on the scoreboard below. So I need to find one that has a timer. I'll do so later on. Let me just see if I can find one. Just join us. We are watching the World Cup final between Argentina and Spain. Score tied at 0. Spain has had opportunities, but I haven't put them away so far. Yeah, I think I have one with a timer. Let me try that. I hope I don't mess it up. See up in the top corner? I'll move it down below. That's the score with a timer. So I'll move it down below. The timer's on. It says 10 minutes because it's faster than my stream, actually. So if you look below where I have that blue item, there's 10 minutes on it. It's 11 minutes now. It's a little bit faster than my stream, actually. Argentina trying to go over, Spain trying to go over the top to find Yamal. Ball out of bounds. Throw into Argentina. If you just joined us, we are watching the World Cup final. The 2026 World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. And score is tied at 0. Spain has been a better team so far. Argentina is trying to play out, but the defense is so packed. What Argentina needs to do, put a man on the halfway line. Alvarez needs to be on the halfway line. I don't think Messi has touched the ball yet. He's been walking out the entire game. So he's playing with 9 defenders. I said earlier to Tony, it may not work. Can you play with 9 defenders against Spain? You'll pay for it. Here comes Spain again. Spain dominating possession. This is Rodri coming forward, always glancing, always looking. Laporte crosses in the box. Ball played out of bounds. Corner to Spain. Spain dominating the game. I did it against France. This is not by chance, people. They did the same thing against France. Dominating. Corner to Spain. Ball played out to Almo. He tried to control the ball. If he tried to shoot one time, he have a chance to get it on goal. Ball to Yamal. Yamal goes inside, beat one. Try to play it out. Yamal again with it, throwing to Spain. You think, yeah, it's small, but I can't get any bigger. If I try to get it bigger, the whole thing gets, I have to expand the entire thing. But it's 13 minutes. Put on your binoculars. Spain dominate possession. Argentina find it very, very difficult to get on the ball. I'm trying to make it bigger. Is that big enough? See, it's 14 minutes. You must can see that. It's at the bottom of the screen. 14 minutes. There's 13 minutes on my screen, but it says 14 here, so the feed is a minute slow. Spain keeping the ball deep, trying to pull Argentina in, and then trying to go over the top. They did it earlier in the game when Molina fouled Ayasabal. Trying to do it again. Here's Spain, Cucurella. Argentina just, it's like man in the middle. Spain just with that 1-2, always have a triangle. Look at that triangle again. Ball play inside, miscontrol there. And even Argentina can't get on the ball. Oh, that's a bad tackle by McAllister. That's a bad tackle on Almo. That should be a yellow card. I bet he won't get even a card. It's not a good tackle. That's frustration tackle. That's a dangerous play. That's a dangerous play. That could be a red card. That could be a red card. That's a dangerous play. If there's no yellow card on that, that's ridiculous. What the hell are these refs doing? This is incompetence at its highest. If I was a player, I would say, get the hell away from me. That's ridiculous. He went in 2-footed tackle, full-blooded, not even a yellow card. Wow. Here we go with that nonsense again. Not even a yellow card. That's what they call in Jamaica, broke foot tackle. That's crazy. I don't know. Argentina get away with a lot in this World Cup. A lot. Yeah, a lot in this World Cup. It's awful. I don't think it's FIFA. I think the ref will make no decision. I know FIFA has told them that they should allow the game to play, but that's ridiculous. Here comes Argentina trying to go between the line. McAllister has it again. Plays it to Messi, who's fouled. Obviously, if you touch Messi, it's a foul. A foul was by Alex Piena. Or Alex B, as his jersey says. Messi needs a walking stick. Yeah, that walking stick get to life when he gets the ball, though. He don't need no walking stick. When he gets the ball, all of a sudden he can walk. He jump out of the wheelchair. You know, people in wheelchair begging money and can't walk. And as soon as they get some money, you saw them get up. That's him. It was full-blooded, Peter. Stop it. Stop it, Peter. It's full-blooded. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was going to touch the ball. Nowadays in football, how you think what's his name get a red card from England? Kwanzaa. He tackled the ball first. Argentina, dangerous play just out of reach. Goal kick to Spain. Kwanzaa got the ball first, but his follow through caught the man. Ball first doesn't matter no more in football. It's about how aggressive you are. Well, tell that to Kwanzaa, Ricardo, because he got the ball cleanly for England when he got the red card against Mexico. He got the ball cleanly. Spain trying to go over the top, trying to find Yamal. Yamal with a brilliant control. He's isolated one-on-one, comes inside, try to cross at the far post. Yamal has to make better decisions, though. He's a really brilliant player, but look at his control. Wow, he took it down as if it was thrown from 2 yards away. That may have traveled 40 yards in the air. If you just join us, this is a watch along for the World 2026 Cup Final. Argentina defending champions against Spain, the tiki-taka gods, or the possession gods. And the possession gods so far have been in control of the game. Argentina, I don't think I put 5 passes together in one sequence. Let's see. 1, ball to Martinez. He's going to go long, trying to find, and he's in this possessed by Poro. That was close, actually. Oh, it was very close. That ball over the top provided a lot of challenge for Poro. Here comes Spain again for the umpteenth time. Cucurella goes back to Laporte. Is getting a lot of touches. Ball played down the line to to Alex B, and he's been roughed up by Romero. And you know Romero is gonna do the dark hearts thing. He's pushing, and that's a foul actually. That's a foul. I don't understand referees. No, he went for the ball. He hit the ball. Did he get the ball first, Ricardo? Yes or no? You say it's big man tackle. Did he get the ball first, Ricardo? I want to hear you. Even hit the top of the ball. He got to the ball way before the player did. And here Enzo Fernandez with his dark hearts. Always faking. That's a South American thing, though, which is cheating is deemed to be outsmarting your opponent. So falling down when you don't get touched, things of that nature. If you just join us, we're in the 20th minute of play. Argentina versus Spain World Cup Final. Spain doesn't have a lot of offensive proficiency, as we've seen in the World Cup so far. I think they scored but not a ton of goals. 9 goals, they haven't given up 1. Argentina scored 14. Argentina trying to go over the top. Spain able to it's Yamal with the ball, trying to beat his man, but Makala dispossessed him. Yamal got it back, ball to Rodri. Rodri inside to Yamal. Yamal wanted to Alma back to Yamal. Good tackle by Martinez, and here comes Argentina. Messi. It's hard to commentate in Argentina because they keep the ball, they make 2 passes and then turn it over. And Spain pressure is really bothering them. But Ricardo, by you and logic and Peter's logic, if you get the ball first, then it's okay. McAllister ran through the man a while ago. You guys say just physical play. He ran through the man, kicked ball, man, dirt, grass, everything. So by your logic, if I get the ball first, I'm good. If you look at the totality of the play a while ago, he was going to hurt the player. Here comes Messi. Good passing, but poor control there. Not sure who controlled the ball. That was poor. It was offside anyway. Oh no, it's a fact. Go watch Paraguay. Go watch Argentina. It's a fact. Watch Argentina versus England. Watch Paraguay versus France. It's a fact. We're not. These are just examples, but it's a fact. And it's in those societies, it's deemed to be outwitting your opponent. It's not considered cheating. Some of that in the US too is like that. You can con your opponent. You can con the referee. That's deemed okay. In some places of the world, it's not. Spain has a yes, a ball. I think he was on the offside position anyway. Here we go again. 22 minutes in. Score tied at 0. I think Spain going to play around with Argentina. And they're going to score a lucky goal, and then it's going to be difficult for Spain. They need to take care of their advantage. They're the better team, playing better, but not offensively, not threatening the goal. Rodri to Buena to Cucurella trying to cross out of bounds. Corner to Spain. 22 minutes in. Can't say it's the most exciting game so far. Score tied at 0. Messi, he may get about 10 if he's lucky. This is Spain you're playing. This is not England. This is not where you just sit back in a hole and and a manager who don't know what he was doing. Spain dominates the ball. So it's hard to get touches. Corner comes over, straight to Martinez. I'm surprised they're not trying to break right away. It's a really interesting final. It's a tactical event. Both teams trying to figure it out. Haven't done so yet. But Spain's pressure is bothering Argentina. Here comes Messi, beats one, and got fouled. And Spain plays a little bit of dark hearts too, by the way. If you ever watch Man City play, the philosophy is if you get by me in the midfield, I hold you, like Rodri just did. Like if that was Premier League, it's a yellow card, and the World Cup, it's not. But I'm going to slow you down and then hope I get help. And that's what he just did. Man City does that or not, and Rodri is an expert in doing that. In terms of possession stats, it's 63 to 37. And you know the 63 is far. We're in the hydration break. This is the 2026 World Cup Final. Argentina won in 22 in Qatar. We're now in the Netherlands in New Jersey. And the game is tied at 0. Spain in their second World Cup Final. They were there in 2010. They won. And they're back in 2026. Argentina, this is, if they win this game, it'll be their 4th World Cup. And only the second team to have won 2 in a row if they win this World Cup. Brazil did it in 58 and 62. No other team has done so. Nico Williams has a tough season. Nico is not the same Nico we saw in the Euros. Nico has a tough season and his stats are not great this season. Still a good player, but he's not getting much game time. When a Ball is getting you out, and Nico and Yamal were deemed to be the future of Spain, he decided not to leave his home club. Barcelona wanted him. Arsenal wanted him. He stayed, and now no one's really pursuing him because, first of all, there's a big release clause. And second of all, he hasn't been playing that great. And that's why he's on the bench. Even though there's rumors that he's not fully fit. So with the hydration break of the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina, Spain dominated possession. They have 62% possession to Argentina 38. But possession hasn't resulted in any goals, any outcome. The stadium is packed. I was checking yesterday. Some of the tickets were selling for $30,000, $20,000, $10,000. Nosebleed section for thousands of dollars. So when this 90 minutes over and you have mortgaged your house, how do you feel? I see all these celebrities, Trevor Noah. I see some of them, I don't even know who they are, but the camera's on them, so I guess they're famous. We're now back, 28 minutes, 27 minutes in. Let's see the latest possession stats. It's now up to 39 for Argentina. Ball over the top. Cabarsi has it out. He's been playing well in the World Cup, actually. Really well. And for a teenager, that says a lot. There's a half-hour halftime show. I'm going to take my 2 minutes this time instead of 1. But there's a half-hour halftime show, yes. Not sure who's at the halftime. They're doing like the Super Bowl. Throw into Spain. Spain is going to make a mistake. Some of these passes, they're trying to make the pass so perfect, and sometimes it's not at the right pace. Going back to the goalkeeper, we have seen it about 2 or 3 times so far. I would hate them to lose the World Cup in that fashion. Rodri get out of trouble, plays out to Porro. Porro out to Yamal. Yamal beats his man brilliantly and left him on the ground. That should be a yellow card. What a turn by Yamal. That's nasty. He had Tagliafico holding on for dear life. People, how is that not a yellow card? He jumps on the player, drag him down. This referee is incompetent. Like, what the hell was that? I'm 15 seconds behind. I should be behind, I got this. Where I'm staying, I got the TV specially for this. I didn't use streaming, so not sure I'm behind. People, that fall on Yamal, that's not a yellow card? I don't understand that. Here is Porro. Back to Cabarsi. Now to Daniamo. Out to Porro. Porro goes inside. Back, harbor pass by Porro. Almost turned out to be a good pass to Yarzabal. Argentina trying to play from the back, but it's difficult. Cucurella almost won it. Argentina trying to go long, but really poor pass. No, ref being incompetent. That's not in the game. So when you jump on a man's back and drag him down and hold his hand, put him down, that's not playing the game go. That's being incompetent. Or that's favoring one team. This game is all in Argentina's favor because Spain doesn't play like that. It's ridiculous. They're gonna give away a goal. Spain gonna give away a goal, people, when they're playing the ball backwards so many times in dangerous area. Inevitably, they're gonna make a mistake. Here comes Yamal. Try to find Almo behind the defense, but too far. Exactly, King Duck. This is not boxing or MMA. But it's working like that. They're trying to do a counter-attacking game or go over the top, which is what England should have done against them, actually, when they were pressing high. But you got to be more precise with your passing over the top. Because Argentina cannot keep the ball. Here comes Spain again. Porro to Yamal. Defender did win that one. Romario being totally pressured by Oyazabal. They can't get out of their own half. Every time they're trying to get upfield, Spain is able to win the ball back. Here come Cucurella to Rodri. Rodri out to Alex Bueno. Trying to go in the box. Brilliant turn. Trying to go over the top. Poor cross, though. Spain not doing well in the final third. But they're dominating possession. Argentina have their same feisty self pushing up hard, but they cannot get close to the Spaniards. This is tiki-taka at its best. Here comes Porro. Goes inside to Oyazabal, who turns it over. Argentina comes forward. Trying to find Messi, who's not being shadowed actually. He's just walking around trying to find space. Because Martinez. Trying to find McAllister. And Rodri pulled him down. Free kick to Argentina. Just outside the 18, or 10 yards outside the 18, Argentina. If you just join us, this is the 2026 World Cup Final. Argentina versus Spain. Spain dominating possession. Dominating defensively, but nothing to show for it. That offensive firepower, apart from Yamal, is not there on the left side or through the middle. So they have to basically walk the ball in the goal. Yamal had the best chance of the game in the first 10 minutes, but didn't take the advantage. I don't think Argentina has made a pass in the 18 so far. Messi trying to beat a man, but turns it over. Ball to Yamal inside of Porro. Porro got tripped up. Free kick to Spain. Spain trying to play quickly. The maestro Rodri has it. Goes over the top to find Dani Olmo. Danny with the 10 coming forward. Goes across field to Rodri. Rodri has Cucurella wide. He has options. He has Alex wide. He has Cucurella wide. So Oyazabal, who's playing on the left, is now playing center forward. Here comes Yamal. He goes back to Porro. Porro goes across field to Rodri, the general. The general plays it wide to Laporte, the center half. Laporte has Cucurella wide, but change his mind, go all the way back to Cabarsi. Cabarsi goes back to Laporte. Argentina dropping deep. They're dropping deeper and deeper. Ball playing inside of Cucurella. He has options. Looking to cross. He crosses. Played up by Argentina. I think Spain is not moving well in the box, actually. Somebody should be at the far post. It was offside against Cucurella. But somebody should be at the far post. Two people in the middle, and one on the top of the 18. Right now, they only had... He was not offside, by the way, people. He doesn't look offside to me. Maybe his left foot, maybe a little bit, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that flag. But you shouldn't be offside when you can look across the line. That's poor offside by Cucurella if he's offside. We're in the 35th minute of play, and the score is tied at 0. This is the World Cup Final. Very cagey game. Argentina trying to play counter-attacking football, because frankly, they have no choice. And sometimes people say, well, I go counter-attacking or transition football because I just want to catch it. No, because they cannot get on the ball. They cannot keep the ball. So you know what you do? Try to go over the top. Because they can't go between the lines, because they can't keep it long enough to go between the lines. And if I was to look at the possession stats, it's 63 to 37. So not double, but almost there. Here comes Spain. Simone out to Cabarsi, out to Porro. He doesn't have a pass, trying to go over the top. Trying to find Almo. Ball controlled by Romario to Fernandez. He goes inside. And he got almost got dispossessed. Almost set a trap for him. Here is Almo. He has Cucurella out wide. Cucurella tried to turn and got dispossessed. Argentinians are very, 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 very physical. Cucurella trying a little flick to get around Montiel, but Montiel is very athletic. I don't think Messi has touched the ball 5 times yet, has he? And we are 36 minutes in. Porro to Yamal. Yamal trying to go back to Porro. Holds off his man nicely. Ball play all the way back to Cabarsi. Going to go inside to Rodri. Rodri, really good pass into Oyasabal to Almo. He has Cucurella wide. Cucurella looking to cross. He crosses. Ball blocked by Argentina. Back to Cucurella. Goes back to Dani Almo. Trying to go over the top. Almost find Oyasabal in the box. And here comes Argentina. It's Alvarez. Rodri has him. That should be a foul against Alvarez, actually. Yeah, it's a foul. Free kick to Spain. So what they're trying to do is, as they win the ball, they want to go upfield. They want to go upfield to Alvarez as quickly as possible. But Spain has that covered. Here comes Spain again. It's Laporte trying to go between the lines. Goes back to Cucurella. We'll find Alex B on the right, on the left. Alex B goes inside. Beat 1, beat 2, looking to shoot. Try to find Almo with a cute pass, but didn't work. Here comes Martinez. Over the top, but back to Porro. We call this box and forward, which is you kick the ball out, and I come back at you. So England played against Argentina. That's what Spain is doing to Argentina. And it's not because Argentina is leading, because they cannot get on the ball. The system is beating the individuals tonight. Or today, I should say. Brilliant play. Almo missed that. Shot by Oyasabal. Spain don't have a center forward. That was a clear chance. It was just about the 18, but he got in a good spot. Really good 1-2 around the box. And he had Almo Frank to BP. If he faked the shot, see like how Bellingham did yesterday? When he faked, he shouldn't just score the first goal. If you fake the shot, the defense is going to respond. Argentina is just, they just need somebody in the final because they're getting taken to school today. Just like France was. Spain need a center forward, but I've been saying that for years. They still won the Euro without one. Cucurella trying to go over the top, trying to find Alex B. Here comes Spain. I'm sorry, here comes Argentina, not Spain. Argentina trying to find their footing, but it's been very difficult. They now have some possession. They made 5 passes in a row. Here comes Messi, surveying the field, trying to beat one, but he's being crowded by 3 players who are trying to cover up all the spaces. Romario, inside to McAllister, to Molina, outside to Messi. Messi trying to want a quick 1-2. First good Argentina attack. Try to cross and turns it over. He has the ball, been tripped up, foul, free kick to Spain. And yellow card, first yellow card come out for Martinez. He's trying to kick the man while the man was down. Yes, it's bad, but I think Spain's going to win this game. It's not even close in terms of who's the better team. That wasn't a good foul by Martinez, by the way. Referee found the yellow card. They were lost. Now Yamal can go at him because he's playing on that left side. Now he has a chance to go at him and try to get that second yellow. Spain keeping the ball. Laporte, Cabarsi, Ruiz. They're just so comfortable playing the ball around you. Ball to Rodri, turns, shields brilliantly, plays out to Cucurella, almost loses it to Rodri, goes all the way back to Laporte. That ability to just play the ball comfortably, not feeling the pressure is amazing. This is a lesson in how to play football, actually. Our key possession. No matter how much the pressure is, how do you turn in tight spaces and create space for yourself? Here comes Cucurella. They got to figure it out when they get to the top of the 18, though. Barsi, really good passing. They has the ball. He finds Porro, goes far post, no one is there. He didn't look when he crossed it, he just crossed it. But Argentina have a lot of players back and do a good job of covering off the space in their 18. Yamal didn't really move on the play. Spain need to get more people in the box, though. They only had 3 people to Argentina's 5 or 6 in the box. Good pressure on Martinez by Yassabal. McAllister turns it over to Yamal. Yamal looking, trying to find Dani Almo. Would have been a brilliant pass. Yamal to Rodri. Rodri to Cucurella. Cucurella to Cabarsi. Cabarsi back to Porro. Just inside the Argentina half. Cabarsi outside to Almo to Cucurella looking to shoot. He shoots just wide at the far post. Not a bad shot by Cucurella. Finally a shot towards goal. 43 minutes in, 43 minutes in, 43 minutes in, Spain 0, Argentina 0. And this possession, as the game keeps growing, the possession stats is only in one direction. So it's now still 6-4-30 or 6-4-36. Martinez is down, which is not good for Argentina. But he had a yellow card, so maybe it's a good thing. It's bad because he's a very good defender and a smart player. It's good because he has a yellow card. If he gets another yellow card, it will down to 10 men. So it depends on how you look at the glass half full or half empty. Martinez Day is done. He's being substituted. He ran out of legs. And he's been replaced by the old veteran Otamendi. I didn't know Otamendi was still playing football. Where is he playing football? In Portugal or Argentina? Otamendi, who played for Man City for a number of years. Played at the highest level. Up there in age, but he's still in the Argentina team. Goal kick by Martinez over the top. The longer Spain keeps this game going, the more Argentina have a chance. They just need one goal. And you lock it down defensively. Yamal dispossessed. Throw into Argentina, deep in the Spain half. It still would matter. Still would matter. Still couldn't get the ball off them. Messi had another touch. So that's about 6 touches to Messi that I've seen so far. He's playing Portugal. Okay, Peter. Martinez over the top, trying to find Alvarez. He's been on goal. Simon came out. That play is there, you know. That play behind Laporte and Cabarsi is there. And it's going to happen before the evening is out. Simone over the top. Here comes Argentina again. They're finding a bit more life. Spain trying to work themselves out from the back to Cucurella. Trying to go down the line to find Alex B. That didn't work. Throwing to Argentina. In the last few minutes, Argentina getting more life, getting more in the game, more Put a little more pressure on Spain. Having little 1-2s, here comes Argentina. And poor cross. He had better opportunity to go over the top, and I'm not sure why he made a choice he made. But the ball turnover, and here comes Spain again. Cabarsi out to Porro. Goes back to Cabarsi. And goes to Porro again. Goes to Oyasabal, goes back to Porro. Just working the ball up the field, or trying to work it up the field. One thing, Spain players also come for the ball. They just don't stand up. They come to get the ball. Laporte to Rodri. He goes back to Cabarsi. I think Cabarsi's going to make a mistake today. I'm predicting that. Maybe fade to Almo, out to Porro. Porro's going to go back to Almo. Almo has choices. Cucurella is all the way on the left side, wide open. He's going to work it across slowly. To Alex B. Back to Alex B from Cucurella. Ball to Oyasabal. He turns it over. He's just not a center forward, used to playing with his back to goal. I understand thinking. I guess when you play tiki-taka football, your center forward is not part of the. I don't know how Messi get that ball. That was not a foul. Oh, he did kick him the first time. Okay. Thought the second time he got the ball, but he did kick him the first time. Messi getting more touches. He's going deeper and deeper to get the ball because he's not getting it out the field. That's what England didn't do. Put pressure on Argentina. Are able to keep the ball. Argentina trying to go over the top, and that's a poor pass. Their long balls have not worked. Their transition play has been poor. In a lot of instances, very few times, transition play has been effective. Here comes Porro. To Yamal, back to Porro. Goes wide to Cabarsi. Goes across field to Laporte. Laporte to Cabarsi. Comes across to Laporte. They're just keeping the ball, and Argentina is just keep their defense about the halfway line. Laporte to Cabarsi. Comes all the way to Laporte to Porro again. Porro trying to go over the top. But well marshaled by Romero. Romero all the way back to Martinez, his goalkeeper. He goes over the top long. So that's it. It's halftime of the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. Not the most entertaining game. Not the most optically pleasing game. But Spain doing what they do and Argentina doing what they do. Third place game yesterday between England and France. Nobody played defense. France played. France missed a bunch of chances. France could have scored 10 in that game. Olise missed about 3 sitters, and Mbappe missed 2. They scored 4. They could have scored 10, and England could have scored about 8. Bellingham missed a sitter. Who has missed goal? I think Saka missed one. Rashford. They missed a lot of goals. But it's halftime. As you know, I take my little halftime break. I'm going to take 2 minutes today. Then I come back. We'll talk about the first half, even though there's not much to talk about. We'll go through some of the stats as to what that entails. And I will try to find my phone if you want to call in since it's a half hour. We'll do so. But it's a halftime break. Let's do that now. And then we'll come back. So we are back. It is halftime of the World Cup Finals, 2026 World Cup between Spain and Argentina. And I would say I wish we had yesterday's game as the World Cup final, to be honest. This game has been slow. Argentina has not put up much fight. Spain do what they do. And it's not been the most interesting game. If you want to call into the show, people, since you have a long halftime show, and I don't really watch those things anyway, the numbers at the bottom of the screen. I can see it there, the numbers also. The score is 0-0. So the score is also at the bottom. Not much to talk about. Spain has created a couple chances. Argentina has not created one chance so far. They're basically not in the game. They're just a participant, frankly. Peter says, Argentina would be happier. The two remember the match against Brazil in the 1990 World Cup. They have to look for a second half goal and frustrate Spain. Yeah. Yeah. But it's not been a great World Cup final, actually. We expected more. 2022 was better. Argentina dominated France in the first part of the game. France came back and tied it up. They were down 2-0. Argentina won on penalty. But this game has been a little bit different. Spain has dominated possession. Let's see if we can pull up the stats for the half. This is the wrong. I don't know why that came up. This is the wrong. Let me move this from the stage and add it back. This is the halftime stats of the game of the World Cup final. Now let's pull up these stats. As you can see here, possession stats 65% to 35. Not great for Argentina. Expected goal for Spain, 0.23. Frankly, Yamal had a one big chance, which is not showing. They don't have a big chance here, but there was a big chance. 3 shots of Spain, 0 for Argentina. 2 saves made by the Argentina goalkeeper, Martinez, and a lucky one in the first half, where Yamal tried to cross it and got kicked by the defender, almost went in. 2 corners for Spain, none for Argentina. 9-7 in fouls. Argentina leading that department. Passes for Spain, 348 versus 196 for Argentina. Tackles are almost similar. Free kick similar. And Martinez, who had a yellow card for Argentina, have been taken off the field with an injury. Replaced by Otamendi. So not a lot to talk about in terms of the two teams on the stats. Let me see if I can find how much touches Messi had in the first half. I'm really curious. Trying to find Messi's touches. So Messi he had 9 of 9 accurate passes, 5 of 5 passing opposition half, 4 of 4 passing own half. So he hasn't really turned the ball over. He had 15 touches in the first half, 9 passes out of those 15 touches, and he was 100%. And he had 1 tackle and won 4-4. Messi won 4 ground duels. So he's playing good defense, even though he's not running. The halftime show is interesting. I see Ronaldinho. I see Ronaldo. Who's the person singing? Is that Madonna? That's interesting. I can't hear it. You guys got to be my eyes. Madonna look like she's on GLP. So Messi has 15 touches. He's 100% accuracy in terms of passes in total. So, but he's not being effective because a lot of his touches are in areas where they're not dangerous. So not a lot to talk about at halftime, people. As you can see from the stats. Not a lot to talk about. As I said, if you want to call in, there's a number at the bottom of the screen. And people like Dr. Don like to call in sometimes. So we have Ronaldinho and Ronaldo in tracksuits. Really? Look, you have to put on some clothes, people. And Ronaldo need to go to the gym, son. You're too great a footballer to be on people's TV. You need to go to the gym. Find a gym. Who's Bruce Buffer? Is that the boxing announcer? Flash D say cranky unless Argentina get the help they have been getting. So get a penalty kick game. I think, look, Spain offensively is challenged. They only scored 9 goals in the last 5 games. But they don't give up goals. And Argentina don't even look like scoring. So most of the good games we have seen previously, even the semifinal game, this game has been boring, to be honest. Oh, UFC announcer. Okay. I don't know him. I don't really watch UFC, so. But there are multiple performers there of different persuasion. I saw Madonna. I see an Asian. I assume he's Korean performing. They always have little pop band groups. I don't know any of these performers, and I can't listen to them because obviously I'm streaming. Is it rubbish because you don't understand it? I'm sure there are people in the audience who like it. What FIFA is trying to do is reach out to a worldwide audience. So they had a Caucasian performer. They had 2 Asian performers. At the inside of the game, they had a African-American doing the singing. They're trying to reach the globe and make sure they cater to everybody. They have on clothes, yes, but at events like these, we don't want to see no sweatsuit star. You're not playing them a ball. He brought my security. Them don't play ball, and I want to put on sweatsuit for. Put on some clothes, man. Put on some jeans if that's the case. Some nice jeans. I want a nice shirt. Take off the sweatsuit, man. Especially when the sweatsuit no fit you. Because I'll belly me, I see Ronaldo first. First, you see him belly. If you come in the corner and see him belly first, and you see Ronaldo. I know that work. Me now put on a sweatsuit, because sweatsuit make it look tight up on him. Probably I put on one robe. Yeah, same thing me I say King. King, same thing me I say King, dog. I don't disrespect. I fuck yeah. People don't like the truth, you know. I truth. If you're a footballer, you shouldn't let yourself go. That's my view. Bless up DC. So DC says, Catavo Dunamel is a Venezuelan conductor. He's from La Sistema. Bless up DC. Thanks for joining. And I see the actor who is in that show. What's coming that show? There's a football show that was on and cable at one point. Can't remember the name of the show. He's there. Oh, that was J6. Okay. So they reenacting some scene, and they have another singer. Says Believe. I don't know any of these performers. I'm dating myself, people. I don't know any of these people. I know none of these people. Yes. What they're trying to do is get performers across different persuasion, different genres. So where's Beanie Man, our Vibes Cartel? They're not call them. See, Jamaica make World Cup, people. See me talk about the artists and people that get them perform, you know. Even though nobody would know them, I say. But they might get to perform. One of them might get to perform. Ted Lasso, okay. Forget about Ted Lasso. Let me come on show. In people, if Jamaica make Jamaica, could I just have an argument and say, you know what? Even bring in Shaggy, because you know Shaggy can be understood by other people. But because Jamaica make the World Cup, them no people don't eat, you know. People like me don't get to eat from streaming. The sponsors don't get to eat. The musicians they not even get they don't think about them and they don't get to eat either. Enough people don't get to eat. Oh, okay. Then maybe you should take GLP. Sponsors pay for the outfits. Well, yeah. I mean, Adidas and other sponsors. I'm talking about more Jamaican sponsors, though. Adidas have enough money and they're known globally. But enough food Jamaica take out the people more, you know. Enough. Dr. Dan, you hear me say Dr. Dan? I've said this on numerous times, 101 times. Everybody who follow my chat know it. That Jamaica should send a contingent to Spain, have some conversation with them, build a relationship, and have some strategic allegiance that allow them to leverage Spain, coaches, and whatever they can provide. And we can figure out what a trade entails to learn how to play football and learn their system. Because the system is what it is. Spain don't have 4 great players in their team. They have Yamal, they have Rodri. And I see the goalkeeper I get. None of the defenders, they're not great. Only great midfielder, Rodri, Ballon d'Or winner, and Yamal. Which other great player them up on the field? And you can't touch a ball from them. You think about that, people. How many players in the Spain team? Pedri, I think, is a very good player, but he's not even on the field. Dani Olmo, king in the Barcelona team. Ayasabal, don't play for one of the big team. Fabian Ruiz, good player, does start, but not all the time. On the bench for PSG. Who else? Rodri, obviously, is a star. Alex B, good player, but they don't have a ton of stars. Laporte, he's not playing in the big league. Cabarsi, play for Barcelona, but he's only 19. Porro, Tottenham, and Cucurella, now at Real Madrid, but previously at Chelsea. It's not like these are world-class players. Yeah, you can't get the ball off them. As I said, is that Burner Boy? I can't hear what he's saying, though. They're trying to get everybody across all genre, whether it's I don't hear any reggae, though. Is they playing any reggae? I can't hear, but I'm just observing. And they're making sure they're bringing people from all walks of life as part of this. This is really a global event. More power to FIFA. Can't just be totally Western in terms of what you provide to the world when you're a global sport with over 200 FAs or MAs in your organization. And by the way, I hear FIFA made $15 billion from this World Cup. So when they pay out the $10 million they plan, so they made $5 billion more than they plan. So if you're JFF sooner broke, they might get about $1 million or $2 million. If you have $5 billion left over in profits from what you expect to make, right? If you take that $5 billion, say take $2 billion for yourself, because they must pay themselves, have $3 billion left. Divide the $3 billion by about 200 MA, if you want to do it equally. It's about $1.5 million that per MA. So Jamaica get some money for doing nothing. Yes, I mean, we don't mind people use the beat. Reggaeton was doing that before Afrobeats. These Afrobeats have more connectivity to reggae artists and have collaborations. Jamaican even learn to speak Spanish so they can get piece of the reggaeton industry. I don't know about that. People, if you want to call into the program, you can call in the people. The phone numbers on the screen. Don't be shy. If you want to call in, you can call in at halftime. And still probably about 10 more halftime minutes left. Long halftime, supposed to be half hour. Is any Iranians performing? If make Iranian performance, but Iranian bunny performance list. Somebody sent me something. So somebody sent me a match schedule, Group C. Is this under 20? Sunday, July 26th, Jamaica plays somebody, and then July 29th, Jamaica plays somebody again. I can't even tell which team they're playing. Looks like Costa Rica. People send out this list and you can't tell who they're playing, but there's it's the under 20 championship. So they're gonna play in their Jamaica's playing under 20 CONCACAF championship. Last time they played, they got 15 love. Let's see if they do better this time. I keep telling people the under 20 team is not as good as they think they are. We'll find out now. They need better players. Go get those English-based players in your team. The under 20 team is not what you think it is. But we're at halftime of the World Cup final between Spain, the 2010 champions, and the champions of the Euros, European champion, and Argentina, who won Copa, the South American Championship, and are the defending World Cup champions. They won in 2022, led by Messi, and again are in the final. Now, if we have been observing today's game and we're unbiased in our opinion, we would say it's a one-sided game. Spain dominated possession. It's not been the best World Cup. It's not been the most exciting World Cup. But Spain has been the better team, no doubt. And for Argentina to get back in the game, they have to change something. They can't keep doing what they're doing. So let's see what they change, because the way they're performing so far is not up to snuff. Has not been good. And I'm sure Scalini will realize that and make some changes, but we'll see. We'll see what he does at halftime. When they played England, they made a number of offensive substitutions. Did you guys enjoy the game yesterday between, we're going to kill some time, between England and France? What are your thoughts on that game, people? What are your thoughts on that game? What were your thoughts on the England-France game? Did you enjoy the game? Do you think it was just an exhibition game? France did miss a lot of chances, though. A lot of chances. I saw Elise had no idea. Elise had the most assists. Didn't he have the most assists ever in World Cup play in just this tournament? And yet he was awful in the last two games. Yeah, first half, France was down 4-0. Then they came back and scored 4. And please explain to me why Saka didn't play against Argentina. Please explain to me why Saka didn't play. I thought Eze was good, by the way. And by the way, people, Eze made a play yesterday. That goal he gave to Saka, that brilliant turn on his man and left him for dead, and then had the vision right after the turn to make the pass between the lines, that's special. That's what we're going to teach our midfielders in Jamaica. That's special. That's special. No, they did melt down. They just got lucky. They should have been. France could have scored 6 in the second half. They did melt down. Yeah, no, it was entertaining. You can see France defense without Saliba and Upamecano is just not a defense. They're awful. Part of their problem. A lot of offense, but can't defend. Look, sports is entertainment, right? And we like to be entertained. And the game was entertaining. Very entertaining. But even that game, Tuchel put on Watson to play left wing. I don't know if Tuchel know what he's doing in it. Man put on Watson to play left wing. Watson to play left wing in his life? Yeah, he can run the channels, but he's not a left winger. Instead of taking off Tony, he took off Rashford, put on Watson. Take off Tony and put Watson in the middle. That's where he plays the center forward. He's not one of those players who have the ability to convert to a winger. He just doesn't. And against Argentina, he played Rodgers on the right wing. Rodgers not the right winger. You better talk about Rodgers playing on the left for Villa. No, he plays on the inside, almost like a pseudo 10, not a total left winger. We keep conflating and confusing these positions on the football field. And when you put people in the real position, this is not like a Iwobi who can play anywhere, or a Joel Linton who can play anywhere. These are not these players. Rodgers was awful on the right for England. He had an assist, but that was it. And he's going to go to Chelsea. I know where he's going to play because Palmer plays a 10. So it should be interesting. Cherky was having attitude problem because he didn't get more game time. I think Cherky's one of those players that if he doesn't get game time, he has attitude problem. So he wasn't playing throughout the tournament. I don't think he wanted to play yesterday, so yeah. Yeah, I think they did, and I think second half, France came out to play. Look, I think it's one of those games where things are going bad and you can't do anything about it, and you get a chance to regroup at halftime. I just think it's one of those games. I don't think France was trying to play bad because nobody want to be embarrassed on the work stage. I just think they weren't playing well, and it got worse and worse and worse. And then they play very offensive, so they leave themselves vulnerable. And the first goal was a very good goal by Rice. And after that, the corner for the header. And you can see where things got from bad to worse. But how Saka didn't play. I'm not saying Turkey should start, but I'm saying, well, personally, to be honest, the way Olise played the last two games, I'd have to take Olise out at halftime of the game. Olise played the 10 really well throughout the tournament. But he was poor in the semifinal, beyond poor. He could make a pass. And his ability to play in tight spaces in that setting showed him up somewhat, actually. Because he wasn't getting the room to maneuver like he wanted to. They were closing down on all the angles and all the spaces. So Turkey could have come on second half of that game. But they start off the tournament playing Dembele in the 10, And then they switch him with Olise. Dembele could have been benched. He scored 4 goals in the tournament. He had a poor tournament. Dembele was awful for most of the tournament. People cursing Turkey. I would curse Dembele. He was terrible. Maybe he does think he's better than he is. But I watch him at City. He's a very, very skillful player. He has a lot of ability. I don't think he thinks he's too good. He's that good. He doesn't play enough defense. That's part of France's problem. But no, he's good. I thought Kane should have been taken up against. First of all, people, Kane didn't have a good tournament. He scored some very good goals. He scored, 6, 7 goals? He didn't have a good tournament. He didn't affect the game except when he scored. Even for Bayern, he does a lot more and play deep. And Kane should not have been on the field against Argentina in the second half. Kane was a statue out there. He's worse than Messi. At least when Messi gets the ball, he dribbles it. I'm getting a lot of feedback in my ear, and I don't know what's happening. Kane was worse than Messi. Way worse than Messi. Messi just walks out the game, but when he gets it, he does something with it. If Kane is not scoring, he didn't have any value for most of the tournament. And people in England don't want to admit that. Yeah, Dembele was poor. Awful, awful tournament. I know it's a long season for some players, but he was awful. Turkey could have played instead of Dembele. To me, you could have played Turkey in the 10. You put Dembele on the left or the right. He's two-footed. And you put Olise at right. You could have done that. You didn't have to play Bartolo or Doué. Could have done that. Argentina making another change, it appears. So yeah, they had made a change. Gonzalez, number 15. Nico Gonzalez coming off. And we have a change for Argentina. So we're getting ready to start the second half. France is a finesse team. I know. France is no team. France was poor. Very, very poor. And we're off. Spain has the ball as they've done the whole first half, and they control the game. Cucurella to Laporte. Look at Spain, people. So there's 5 men in wide triangles trying to get the ball. They turn it over, though. Good press by Argentina. Spain almost have it. They do have it. He's go to Yamal. He's headed out. That was close. Argentina has it. McAllister. Argentina taking some really bad chances, actually. Here comes Spain. Goes inside, looking to shoot. Shoots. Poor shot there by, was that Fabian Ruiz? That was poor. Spain don't have any goal scorers, people. They score goals by committee. They don't have goal scorers. Ruiz went inside. He had a chance to shoot. That was poor. Oh, is that Alex B? I think that was Alex B. I'm mixing up with the Ruiz or Alex B. Couldn't make them out. Rodri controls. Plays a Laporte all the way back to Simone over the top. Almost gave it away. Here comes Argentina. McAllister gonna go out wide. I don't know why I do this. Yeah, he have a good game. You're right. Mbappe may have buried that. Mbappe is a brilliant player, people. Mbappe is the best footballer in the world. Best footballer in football. He may not win the Ballon d'Or. He may be a head case. He's the best footballer. Dynamic, everything. Skill, quick. Here's a race between Laporte and Alvarez. Laporte is quicker than I thought he was. He was able to get that ball. That wasn't Alvarez, was it? No, that wasn't Alvarez. That was Montiel. So it's a corner to. I bet Argentina may nick these people. Like score a corner and lock it down. Spain need more firepower. They need to put on someone like Nico Williams. Corner by Messi. Try to go near post. That's cute by Messi, actually. Try to go near post. Out of bounds. Goal kick to Spain. We are in the 48 minutes of play. Spain versus Argentina. Score tied at 0. Here comes Spain again, walking the ball up the field. If you pay $30,000 to go watch this, you're not entertained. You are not entertained. Ball played out deep to no one. And we start off again. Alvarez and Messi up front. We have McAllister, De Paul, Fernandez, and Paredes in the middle, and Alvarez and Messi up front. In the back, we have Romero. We have Otamendi, Montiel, and Tagliafico. Throw into Argentina. And they have more players on the bench, like they're warming up. Get ready to come on. So Argentina's been making changes. Spain hasn't made any changes so far. And Yamal not getting a lot of touches, actually, which I find strange. They need to move him around more. It's too static on the right wing. Argentina trying to suck Spain in and then go over the top. Always trying to find Alvarez deep. That's a bad foul there by Alex B. There's no need to foul the man. He's not going anywhere. Bad foul. Gotta be smarter than that. They may nick it. You never know. Because Spain doesn't have that offensive firepower that can just break you down and score. So if you're disciplined defensively, unlike France, you have a chance to hold them off. No refunds. Here comes Argentina. Ball played wide. All the way back to Romero. He's going to go wide. To Montiel, who is down. Got a little touched. Referee didn't call yellow card. Argentina player got a little roughed up. Should have bought time. There was not too much to it. Alex B just put his knee in his thigh. You know, South American players have to roll over and cry to the referee when they commit all their aggression. Spain, Yamal coming forward. Beats one, beats two. Looking for a pass, can't find one. Gonna go all the way back to Cucurella. To Laporte. Laporte as Cabarsi wide. Trying to find Rodri in the middle, but he's been surrounded by two, and he's now down. He was fouled. He got off the ball, and then the Argentina trying to protest. Let's see what happened. And now they're getting physical. That's what they always do. They're starting something. Here it goes again. They're starting stuff. That's what they do. Just a nasty bunch of players. I know they have supporters, seriously, that are not non-Argentinian. Rodri is there, and he just decided to leave something on him for no reason. That's how VAR should come into play. So Rodri is there, and he just elbowed him in the back for no reason. He's not playing him. Why are you doing that? He just elbowed him in the back. And now he's giving yellow card. He's giving yellow card. He's always giving yellow card. That was Paredes. That was uncalled for. Like, what's that about? Totally uncalled for. He's not even close to the ball. Here comes Spain. Spain need to finish this game. They're taking too long. Cucurella. Rodri all the way across field. Find Porro. Porro's probably going to go back to Cabarsi. Argentina trying to press up the field. Yeah, no, they do that. And they get away with it. Good pressure by Spain. Spain needs to leave something on them too. Can't allow them to be roughing you up all game and do anything with it. Yeah, I mean, that was nonsense. Here comes Dani Olmo. Turns it over. Argentina does play a lot of pressure defensively, though. They do work hard. But they're nasty for no reason. I didn't see who got the yellow card, though. They need to show us on the screen. We are in the 53rd minute. World Cup Final. Not the most exciting game. Yes, Spain decided to apply something. And Paredes got pushed over. And he did it again twice. He knocked Rodri down and he pushed over Dani Olmo. Like, what's that about? I don't understand. These are some nasty people. I hate to say it. That's twice he did something. He should have got 2 yellow cards for those 2 plays. Argentina realized that they're getting outplayed and they can't deal with it. They cannot handle it. They can't touch the ball, so they can't handle it. Here comes Spain again, dominating possession. Rodri to Laporte, back to Simone, goes across field to Cabarsi, turns upfield, goes wide to Porro, Porro inside to Ruiz, back to Porro, back to Yarzabal. Spain coming forward. They have numbers. Yarzabal should go wide. He goes inside, back to Yarzabal. Oh, not a smart play. He had Alex B wide and should have gone wide. Here comes Cucurella. They had the break on. He tried to be cute with a 1-2 in the box. Needed to go wide to Cucurella, and he didn't. Ball play over the top to Poro. Go back to Yamal. Yamal trying to come inside. Got tripped up, but no call. Here comes Argentina trying to go along. Good play by Cucurella. Good pressure. Spain calling for a handball, but no such thing. Laporte headed out, and he's down. He's down. He got hit in the face by Alvarez. Yeah, I know, right? So that's the great 1-2 by Spain. It's got to go wide with that ball, though. He tried to go inside, go between the legs, and try to 1-2 the Ayasa ball. That didn't work. Really good between the legs of Romero. And Ruiz tried a 1-2 to stop it for Ayasa ball coming on, but Argentina did recover defensively. Ball playing to Dani Olmo. There's a chance to cross. He crossed back. Here comes Cucurella. Just not there. Really good play by Montiel to recover defensively. Cucurella would have had a tap in. Really good ball by Olmo. Cut the ball back, and here comes Montiel across the field, all the way from his right back position. Cucurella was almost there. That's how they play. Spain putting on the pressure. Argentina getting frustrated, as is shown in their play. We are in the 56 minutes of play. Referee telling Romero he cannot hug the player. 56 minutes, score tied at 0. I should say 57 minutes because it's 56 plus. Here comes Spain, ball cross to the far post. Out of bounds, goal kick to Argentina. Spain has to reassess how they progress the ball in the final third. Another change coming up for Argentina. This will be their third. Jesus coming off. Montiel is coming off. It's interesting. He's the one who just prevented that goal. So Montiel is off. And Molina is on. Molina's played a number of games also. It's almost like a like-for-like change. Number 26, Molina on. Number 4, Montiel off. Argentina trying to go long. Ball headed out of bounds, throwing to Spain. Spain has dominated possession. I feel there's going to be a mistake made in this game to cost either team the game. We'll see. Ball played out to Laporte. Goes wide to Cucurella. Cucurella coming forward. Goes back inside to Ayasabal. Back to Rodri. Rodri all the way to Cabarsi. Goes across field. Come back inside. A teenager is a very good player, by the way. I think he could play in the midfield, frankly, the way he plays. Yamal comes deep. Trying to turn. He got dispossessed. Not a smart play by Yamal. And he wins it back. Here comes ball to Rodri. Rodri to Cabarsi. Back to Laporte. Laporte goes back to Cabarsi. They just play out of trouble so easily that you just, what we call in Jamaica, run up and down and then just play around. And here comes Olmo. He has option. Can go wide. He decided to try to go back to Yamal. Yamal plays it inside to Fabian Ruiz, who turns, goes back to Rodri. Rodri plays it to Olmo, Dani Olmo. And the top of the 18-yard line for Argentina, Poro. Trying to go back to, he got fouled, free kick, dangerous, just outside the 18. Protest by Paredes. But it is a free kick, and Poro is down. It was a clear free kick. I have no idea what we're complaining. Paredes just clearly fouled him. He just kicked the man's foot, nothing around the ball, and then he's complaining, people. How does that work? Yeah, which is what Tuchel did, except he made changes for the opposition. I think Tuchel is a German spy coaching the England team. He picked the wrong squad and picked the wrong team and just was poor as hell. And then he doubles down and blamed the players. Look like Yamal wants to take this free kick. It's a left footer's free kick, so we'll see what happens. 59 minutes in. And score is tied at 0. It's the World Cup final. Argentina versus Spain. Argentina has been dominated throughout the game. Messi has not been a factor. Alvarez has not been a factor. They're playing 2 up front, but neither have been a factor because they can't get the ball up the field. Their midfield, which is supposed to be a midfield battle, it's not been a battle, it's been a massacre. Let's see who take this free kick. I wonder what percent of free kicks score from outside the box versus those which you have some creative setup. Like Yamal's gonna take it. Like this point, people, look between the 2 lines of defense. If you just run a Yassa ball in that space, here comes Yamal, blocked by the wall, cross again, out of bounds. No, it didn't go out of bounds. This be a throw in to Argentina, actually. Not a good free kick by Yamal. He has not got a good tournament at all. 2 changes for Argentina. Look like Ferran Torres coming on and Pedri coming on. Pedri's a brilliant player. Ayasa ball is off. And who else is off? Is that Ruiz? Let's see. So, yep, Ruiz and Ayasa ball are off. Ferran Torres, who missed a lot of goals, but it's probably much quicker than Ayasa ball. Torres and Pedri on. Spain have a lot of young, good players. Torres was at Man City, wasn't he? Didn't rate him then. Still don't rate him yet. But he can score your goal. I know PSG trying to buy him, but I'm not sure why. Throw into Argentina. Oh, what a bad foul there by... Who committed that foul a while ago? By Otamendi. Argentinian, they're just fiery. They want to fight. Play the football. Learn to play football. You just ran to the man's back and then complain. Spain does need to score. The longer the game goes, the more you get closer to the penalty. That's not a good thing. Here comes Yamal. Trying to beat 1 man, trying to beat 2. He got pulled down. Referee says no. Goal kick to Argentina. He's been manhandled. He was held, but it wasn't enough to bring him down. I think he just threw himself to the ground. Frankie. I don't think there'll be penalty kicks. I think one team will score. Spain keep playing around. Argentina will nick it. Argentina trying to go along. Headed out. And Messi controls. Tries the 1-2, turns it over. Here comes Porro, looking to go along. Goes back to Rodri. Rodri to Cabarsi. Cabarsi going to go out wide. Trying to play over the top, but poor pass. Headed out by Romero. Controlled by Dani Olmo to Pedri. Pedri to Cucurella. Cucurella right to Alex B. Alex B shields the ball nicely. Goes side to Cucurella. And Alex B's taken out. And the referee needs to get a yellow card. He says play on. Pedri out to Olmo. Olmo shot, save. Oh, Martinez almost fumbled that one. Out of bounds for a corner. Almost gave the away. Referee is going to give a foul, but decided to play advantage, which probably was a smart move. It almost cost Argentina. Spain people can't even shoot that well, people. That's what I'm saying, how good. Let's see what happened. The ball bounced. It bounced regularly. I'm not sure what Martinez was doing. He should have easily collected that ball. That should not have been a corner. Poor goalkeeping. Corner taken by Yamal. I think Spain need to put on Nico Williams. I'm surprised they put on Nico Williams out wide instead of Ferran Torres. I find that really interesting. Yamal trying to take the corner. Poor corner near post. Played out. Yamal again is wide open. We're going to cross in the box. Good cross. Headed over the bar by an Argentinian player. That was Paredes. That was close. Almost ricocheted in the goal. He's trying to head it away. Yeah, he did a good job actually. It was far from the goal than I thought it was, but he had no control over that header. Corner by Spain, played up by Martinez. Here comes Romero trying to go upfield. Controlled by Cucurella. Go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Simon. Simon has kept every game in the World Cup, every minute. David Raya, the Arsenal goalkeeper, hasn't had a sniff. Here comes Spain. Ball play out wide to Porro. Ball back to Simon. Gonna go long. Headed up by Argentina. Controlled by Pedri. Ball to Cucurella. He has Alex B out wide. He goes wide to Alex B. Has man one-on-one. Needs to get by him. He tries to. Then crosses. Out of bounds. Corner to Spain. Well, out of bounds by Tagliafico. Not the best cross by Alex B. Spain doesn't have any dynamic wingers or forwards apart from Yamal. And he's been bottled up all game. This has not been his best game. Time is going closer to the 90, 66 minutes in. Score still tied at 0. The longer it goes, the more Argentina are going to feel comfortable getting a draw. Corner to Spain. Very poor corner by Yamal. He does get it back. He has 2 men on him. Try to go by both. And crosses for a post. Headed down. Straight to Martinez. That was close by Torres. He should have done better. Really good cross by Yamal. Torres has to do better. But he's not really a true goal scorer. Well, it was a good header, actually. Couldn't do much more with that. Ball was inbounds. He's trying to get as much power in it as possible. Not enough pace on the cross. Look like we're going for hydration break, water break, juice break. Now the Argentina players down. Now they've made about, have they used all their substitutions? They'd make about, 4 windows? I think they've utilized all of them, And you get an extra one in extra time. Yamal has not had a good tournament at all. And he's been double teamed. And Messi has Messi touched the ball in the second half? I can't recall. I don't think he's touched the ball in the second half when we're, 22 minutes in? If you just join us, we're watching the World Cup final. By the way, people, for those of you who just joined the stream, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And you should share the stream and the channel with your friends and family. It's been an interesting World Cup. This has been a very good World Cup. Even though the Orange Man has gone with his nonsense as usual, even though we had the Iran situation and their challenges, even though we have had people being barred from coming to the United States, including a referee from Somalia, even though the weather has been a challenge in some instances, even though we've had the Balogun situation, where the yellow card got overturned, we have the teams like Paraguay and Argentina who gets away with a lot on the field. It still has been a very, very good World Cup, an exciting World Cup. And I'll probably do a post-game show about some of the learnings from the World Cup, inclusive of the African teams may not have made the semifinal and the final, but they had 9 teams who made the second round. And a number of teams like Senegal and Egypt had a chance, and even DR Congo against England, had a chance to progress to the last 16 or last 8 and didn't take advantage of it. I see Jay-Z and Beyonce there. All the stars are at the game. Some of them have no idea what they're watching. They're just there, want to be seen. And Serena Williams, not Venus Williams, and her husband. A lot of celebrities, some of them I have no idea who they are. Argentina making more changes. Looks like Romero coming off. And Medina coming up. Well, we just had limited changes in the final. Simeone coming on. Medina coming on. Romero look like he's coming off. I guess the weather is getting to people. Not to Spain, because when you have the ball, you don't get tired. I think Spain should bring on Nico Williams. They need some creativity. They need something different. And he brings that. I don't know why he's not getting more game time. So DePaul and Romario are off. Medina and Simeone. Simeone was good in the last game against England, actually. Almost scored. Jed Spence made a saving tackle. So, who did I just comment? Mr. Cell Phone said, Messi working remotely. He forgot his walking stick. No, he has his walking stick. That's why he has his walking stick. Walking other people's game hasn't done anything. You didn't know he was playing. And England allowed Messi to even get on. Like that's why I didn't understand the England game. Like Messi shouldn't be touching the ball. No man walking in the game should be touching the ball. Here comes Argentina coming up the field. They have space this time around. Spain hunting in packs, hunting. Spain hunting in packs. When Spain cannot get tired. You know why they can't get tired, people? Because they always have the ball. No footballer get tired when they have the ball. None. When you're the ball, you get tired. So if you're gonna have the ball most of the game, you ain't gonna get tired. Cucurella trying to find Alex, turns it over, throwing to Argentina, trying to hurry up the play. Coach Scalini is trying to encourage his team. 72nd minute. Messi did go touch the ball and then play it out way back to his defender because Martinez trying to go long. He does. All the way across field. Argentina trying to play up the field and doing a halfway decent job, but then they go all the way back to Martinez. The pressure is getting to them. But midfielders are not, Argentina midfielders, they're not knowing where they are and then turning, finding space to then allow them to turn. And Spain does hunt in packs. So it's very difficult. Here comes Argentina, he turns it over. Alex B to me has been a halfway decent player. I'm not sure how he gets to play all this time. And somebody like Nico Williams on the bench. Argentina now have a break. Argentina coming forward. They have men in the box. Alvarez at the far post. But then the play slows down. He goes all the way back to McAllister. McAllister all the way back. Paredes. Argentina got a break and then they slowed it down, which is not smart. With 1-2. Here comes Messi. Plays it wide. Cross, trying to go into the box, but Cucurella wins it. And he goes up to Alex B. Alex B, they have numbers. He should go inside. And he turns it back. He had Dani Olmo wide open in the middle. He plays it to him. Argentina scrambling. He didn't. The defense recovers and reset. Well, right now I'm dead. I'm not comatose, so. Here comes Argentina again. Trying to dribble through 4 men, it doesn't work. When Alvarez and Messi gets the ball, there's 4 men around them. And when Spain have it, you don't see as many Argentinians. Yeah. When the offensive players get the ball, they're double and triple teamed. So what they have to do is pull Spain in and go over the top. If 4 men are attacking you, that means somebody's got to be open on the other side of the field. Here comes Cabarsi all the way out to Yamal. Beats one brilliantly, coming forward. Tries, I'm not sure what he was trying. He's trying to find Torres, but that pass was never there. He's at a tough tournament. He's a brilliant player, but this has not been his tournament at all. Spain fans looking nervous. Time dwindling down. 16 minutes remaining. And they don't really look like scoring, frankly. Spain now pressing. Real high up the field. Martinez fumbles it. Try to play it out. And throw into Spain. Nico Williams going to come on. Yeah, they should have put Nico Williams on a long time ago. Nico is going to change his game. That's my prediction. Nico and Merino going to change his game. Let's see who comes off. Dani Olmo coming off. and Alex B coming off. Those changes should have been made a while ago. Marino's a goal scorer. Nico Williams is a goal scorer. They have Yamal's a goal scorer. They have Ferran Torres a goal scorer. So they're going more offensive. Even though Marino plays the 8, he's a goal scorer. He scored 2 in the last 2 games. Before the France game, he scored 2 to bail them out. There's a much more offensive team. Foul against Marino as he came on. Had the ball over, and Paredes, who's been coming to a lot of fouls, not getting yellow cards though. He just jumps in his back for no reason, and the referee's right there. Not giving him a yellow card. Here comes Spain. Cabarce out to Rodri. It's going to go wide to Porro. Like, I haven't seen a combination between Porro and Yamal, for example. They should be playing some nice 1-2, especially on that side of the field. Cabarce coming forward. Bad pass, really bad pass. But one back again by Spain. Yamal into Marino. Rodri all the way across field to Nico Williams. Nico Williams plays it inside. Goes back to Cucurella. Goes outside to Pedri. Inside. They're just now walking through that tight defense of Argentina. Here comes Pedri. His wide shoots. He's got knocked down. That should have been a free kick, but referee gave nothing. Got knocked down from behind. Has to be a free kick. Pedri coming and changing the game. Here comes Spain again. The pressure is on. Here comes Yamal. Comes inside. Trying to go 1-2 to Ferran Torres. Yamal beat his man nicely. Crosses. Try to cut it back, but good read by Otamendi. Really good play by the defender. He read the cutback. He could have gone across goal. Spain applying more and more pressure. We're in the 76th minute. Shot saved by Martinez. Ricocheted. Spain got there, but plays it across. Come to Nico Williams. Williams being double teamed. Crosses it. Corner. The pressure is being applied now. It's all over. Martinez making save after save. Spain is now really pressuring. Pedri is coming and change the game. And Martinez, a little bit suspect in the goal. Making stops. The ball is swerving. Instead of pushing it out wide, he almost gave it away to Marino, who's always looking for that ricochet. Yeah, this is where Spain coming alive. You say Argentina coming alive, Spain coming alive. Nico Williams in the corner. I didn't know if Nico was right-footed. I think he's more left-footed. Corner by Williams. Good corner near post, headed up by Argentina. Referee stopped the play because there's pushing in the box. Argentina's play has been very defiant. Corner will be retaken. Lot of moving the box. Comes over. Pedri's down. Not sure what happened there. An Argentina player shouting at him. Now it's Cabarce, sorry, not Pedri. And they're having words. A lot of holding and pushing in the box. Throwing to Argentina. They're taking their time. Referee can actually, if you know what, is it 7 or 9 seconds, can give the opposition the ball. Argentina trying to go down the line. Headed out by Spain. Ball inside to Marino. Spain coming out again. Argentina chasing the play. Here comes Cucurella to Laporte. To Simone. Back to Laporte. Back to Cabarce. All the way across to Laporte. Laporte looks like he wants to go long. Goes to Cucurella, who plays up the line to Nico Williams, who goes back to Rodri, all the way back to Cabarce, to Porro, who's being pressured. Goes to Yamal. Yamal back to Porro. Really good play by Spain under pressure. Really know how to work out of pressure. Yamal to Porro, back to Yamal, go all the way to Cabarce. Just look how people that's under intense pressure and they're able to play out of it and get back to a really comfortable place. Must be very frustrating for Argentina. They're trying to trap them, but it's not working because they have the Maestro Rodri there. Goes to Pedri, goes wide to Porro. Porro coming forward. A chance to cross to Nico Williams. Cross, play out of bounds by Argentina, corner. Spain applying the pressure. I don't think Argentina cannot get over the halfway line. They're just being under the clutch for the whole game. And under the clutch means in England means you're under pressure. Argentina haven't taken a shot yet to the goal. Yeah, Simone has made one save. This is like an inferior team play against a superior team. You would never know Argentina have professional players playing. They've been totally dominated. Here comes Spain again. Pedri trying to go to Williams. Cross, far post. Headed up by Spain, straight to Martinez, just over the head. Oh, that was close. That was headed by Laporte. Argentina trying to go long, but Simone is there. And then Alvarez ran over. See, that's frustration. Now, what happened? Who was the player? And the referee's talking to him. You don't have to talk to Simone. You give me a yellow card. Simeone, I should say, not Simone. So Cucurella stopped, and he just ran into him and pushed his foot. That's ridiculous, not a yellow card. People look at that play. That's ridiculous that's not a yellow card. He just threw his elbow in his back for no reason and no yellow card, and the referee's just talking. That's a joke. Seriously. Come Spain, put these people away. They are hooligans. Here comes Spain. Rodri dictating play. Goes wide to Porro. Porro has option to go back to Cabarsi. Cabarsi plays it inside to Pedri. Pedri goes back to Laporte. Laporte goes back to Cucurella. Cucurella coming forward. Plays out to Nico Williams. He wants to go to his man one-on-one, but he's been double-teamed. Plays it back to Cucurella. Cucurella looking inside to Laporte. Argentina well back. Here comes Pedri to Marino. He turns it over. And Argentina complaining about getting a foul. The referee says, no, you've been doing it all game. And he gives a yellow card for dissent to Fernandez. Now, of all the things they have done all day, you can give a yellow card to dissent? Really? And he passed about a case? That's the foul? That's what I'm saying, referee too inconsistent. Too inconsistent. No, he wasn't fouled. I just saw the replay. He wasn't fouled. He's getting mad that he was fouled. He wasn't fouled. He's just frustrated he can't get on the ball. Yeah, Spain playing too much. You play with fire, you get burned. Ball over the top, trying to find no one. That's poor by Simone. We are in the 82nd minute of the boring World Cup final. One of the most boring games ever. Two teams can't find their way to the goal. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Somebody score a goal. Anybody. Even though I don't want Argentina to win, but anybody score a goal, please. Stop boring us to death. Oh, pass across the field. Almost a dangerous pass there, but here comes Argentina headed up by Laporte. Ball plays over to Torres. Out to Yamal. Gonna go back to Porro. Porro goes all the way back to Cabarsi. Who goes to Laporte, goes to Cucurella, find Nico Williams, beat this man brilliantly and push down. Referee says no foul. That's a foul. That's ridiculous. Here comes Messi. Foul him now. Messi trying to play it down the line, but not a good pass. Laporte wins it to Simone, who goes up the field and finds Marino. Blocked by referee. That's another yellow card, referee. I don't understand. When players are stand over the ball and block the ball, you kick it. That should be supposed to be a yellow card. They're supposed to be 10 yards away. That's not being played in the game nowadays. At least in the World Cup. In the English, those other big leagues, it does happen. Here comes Rodri. Over the top. Fine Porro. Yamal is walking. Turns inside. He plays a nice ball into Torres, who tried to cross it out of bounds, throw it to Spain. Spain truly dominating the game. It's not even close. Spain with a throw in all the way back to Cabarsi, to Pedri. Rodri, Cucurella, Laporte, looking off field, goes back to Cucurella, goes back to Laporte. Argentina, people look at Argentina defenses versus where England was. See how they try to push up the field? England didn't do that. England going deeper and deeper and deeper. You have to push the defense up the field. Don't end up in your box in your 18-yard line trying to defend. That's stupid. That's why Tuchel came and coach. Here comes Nico Williams. Come back inside, looking to shoot. Try to beat his man, but he got dispossessed. Spain, Laporte, all the way back to goalkeeper, Simone. It goes to Pedri, back to Simone. Everybody's at the game today. I know, right? And it's possible. One mistake. Ball play inside to Rodri. Good play by Marino. Ball play outside to Yamal. Yamal now has time and space. He had to cut back inside. He goes inside to Rodri. Rodri goes back to Marino. Marino over the top to Torres. Torres shoots out of bounds. I'm just not a big Torres fan. Should get my coaching badges? Too much time. I don't have time for earth for your coaching badges. I have enjoyed my life. If you just join us, we're in the 87th minute of play. Argentina 0, Spain 0. It's not been close, people. But only the outcome matters. Only the score matters. It's not how you dominate the ball. It's not how you dominate the ball. It's whoever has the highest score at the end of the game. Like we're going to go to extra time. Because either team look like scoring. Here comes Spain again. Pedri beats one. Run by 2, by 3. Looking to go wide. Not getting enough support. Goes to Yamal. Yamal goes away across field to Laporte. Laporte goes back to Rodri. Rodri with his head always on a swivel, knowing where he is. Laporte goes inside to Pedri. Pedri has been brilliant since he came on. Goes over the top trying to find Nico Williams. Williams fake his man out. Now he has it on the touchline. Yes, Cucurella plays it back to him. Cucurella looking inside. Goes to Rodri. Rodri plays it across field to Porro. Yamal needs to go run the touchline. He's not doing so. So he's drawing the defense in and makes it more tighter. He needs to go on the touchline. Let the defense make a decision. Wide by Nico Williams. Nico Williams needs to play it back to Pedri. Pedri has been instrumental since he came on. Really, really a great footballing brain. Here comes Cabarsi. Plays it to Marino. Marino tries a little nice 1-2 inside. Doesn't work. Ball go back to Yamal. Yamal trying to shoot. Turns. And he goes back to ball play outside Nico Williams. And Nico Williams has it. He can go down the wing and cross. Try to go inside. He's been trying these things since he came on and turned the ball over. If the play is not there, Nico, you got to go back outside. Ball out of bounds. Spain really applying the pressure. 88 minute. Let's see if Argentina can survive. Or if Argentina has done nothing. 0 in this game. They are worse than France. And that's hard to do. Even Cape Verde, or Cabo Verde, what are you going to call them, are 10 times better. Here comes Spain coming for a shot way outside by Rodri. That's a frustration shot by Rodri. He was in a good space. He had to have a chance to link up with either Marino. And he decided to go hard and shot wide. It's a really good pass. He had options. That was a Nico Williams ball. Nico was running off the left. There was nobody there. That shot was not warranted. But somebody got to try something. Spain fans look disappointed. They have dominated the game. They have nothing to show for it. And the stats saying Spain 67%, 33 for Argentina. These stats are not right. Where did Argentina get 37%? Here comes Messi. He's tackled by Cucurella. Messi walking out the game. You can't walk against possession team. That's not good. I see Xavi and Iniesta in the stands for Spain, and Puyo, all those ex-players of Spain. The board is being put up as to how much time, extra time. It will be 8 minutes. One thing in this World Cup, boy, those extra times are long. Torres being taken down. Referee calls a foul against him. That's interesting. Well, I think Jamaica needs to turn. The first thing Jamaica needs to do is teach players how to think. So all this athleticism nonsense we keep talking about, it's all good and it's great to have it, but if you don't use your brain, you ain't gonna be a good footballer. We gotta teach them how to think, then to play. Think the game. Ball headed out by Spain, controlled by McAllister. I'm calling McAllister name. McAllister and Fernandez, who are in the middle, have really been in the game. Here comes Messi. He has numbers. He plays it wide. He's been taken out. Great takeout. Was that by Laporte? He body checked him. And then the Argentinian players are trying to basically harass the referee. So Messi got taken out. So what? Other players get taken out. And Laporte says, give him a hand, pull him up. He really didn't do anything. He just stood his ground. He did nothing. Messi ran into him. He just stood his ground and Messi ran into him. What are we talking about? Messi didn't know where he was going. It's not even a foul. He just stood his ground. It's not even a foul. Seriously. It's not a foul. Messi played the ball. Laporte stood there. He didn't move left or right. He just stood there. Look where you're going. Messi running like a blind man. His walker didn't point him in the right direction. And now we have a dangerous free kick. It's only 4 minutes. I thought it was 8 minutes of extra time. It's only 4 minutes it's showing. Messi plays it wide. It'll be already a bad time to give up a goal. Here comes Argentina. Fernandez trying to find Messi. Here comes Messi. Dangerous. Great tackle there by Spain. And here comes, well, thought Spain was going to get out, but no, ball inside to Alvarez. He goes outside. Argentina crossing, saved by Simone. He should try to get out there now. And he does. He plays it out to Porro. Porro tried to go upfield to Nico Williams. Nico Williams coming forward. He has numbers. He has Yamal wide. He shoots. Saved by Fernandez. He had a chance to go to Yamal. He decided to shoot. He probably should have gone. Oh, no. What a bad tackle. That has to be a red card. Oh, my Lord. That's not a yellow. That has to be a red card. That's Fernandez. He's gone. It's a red card. Yep, he's gone. He's gone. Second yellow, he's gone. Yep, it's about time. One of you should go. All of you should go. And Kabasi's still down. He kicked the ball and Fernandez right through him. Yep. Brilliant. Get off the field. We don't want to hear you. You're saying you want to make the racist comment when you won the South American Championship. Get off the field. Bye. He kicked it. It's not that bad a foul, to be honest. I don't think it's the second yellow. I'll be honest. It's not much the second yellow. It's not much. I'll be fair and say he went for the ball. It could be a yellow card, but it wasn't that bad a tackle. I don't think that's a yellow, people, to warrant a red. I just don't. I don't think it's a second yellow. Yeah, but I don't think it's a second yellow. I'm going to admit he ran through him, and it looked worse than it really was. I don't think VAR will overturn it, but I'm not sure it's a total second yellow, to be honest. But referee can't be assaulted like the Argentine players are doing. They can protest, but they're basically assaulting the referee. But you have to check your run. I don't think VAR can overturn that. Let's see what happens. What is Mark Clattenburg saying? Because I can't hear what he's saying. What is he saying? It's like he's gone. It's harder to overturn that, though. VAR can intervene, but that's a subjective yellow. That's the referee's call, and he can't stop it. That's not a yellow where it says not a yellow. He ran through the man. But to me, to warrant a red card, it should be a second yellow. But I don't think VAR can overturn that because it could be a yellow card, given that he ran and the player kicked through it. So, yeah. I don't know what Messi is pointing to. Yeah, I wouldn't give a second yellow for that. I don't like Argentina, I'll be honest. I'm not an Argentina fan, but we have to be fair when it comes to these things. And I would not give him a second yellow for that. It looked worse than it was, to be honest. Much worse than it was. The yellow has to be, your second yellow is very important. That to me it always mirrors a clear, definitive yellow to then warrant a red. I don't think that did. And that changed the game. Right? I don't like when games are changed. I think football is stupid when it comes to these things. I think you should be able to put a player in the game. I think the player should be gone, but you can replace the player. Say after, say, 5 or 10 minutes. I think football is stupid when it comes to that. It's very archaic. So here comes Spain. Argentina are down to 10 men. So now we're going to say Argentina lost because of that. They weren't in the game. Spain would have won with 11, I think. It'd be hard to see Argentina come back and win in this. Rodri outside to Yamal. Yamal coming forward. And he turns it over. Bad play by Yamal. He needs to play to pass the ball. He does come back and try to win it. Cucurella coming forward. Plays the ball into Torres. Torres is kicked down. That's a bad tackle. That should be a yellow card, actually, by Paredes. And he should be gone by now. Paredes should be gone. That's a yellow card. To me, that's a yellow card. No, that's a yellow card. Look at this one. It wasn't as bad as it looked again. Then again, it looked bad initially, but he fouled him. And he kicked him on the toe, but it wasn't as vicious as I thought it was. I thought it was a clear yellow, but it's not. It's a foul, but it's not a clear yellow. I think Paredes is not a yellow, though. Yeah, that's how football should be, but football is archaic. All these people complain about hydration break and it's bad for football. What's you feel like cussing? What's bad about a hydration break? Who in their right mind just play a sport like that? You can't take a sip of water for 45 minutes trying to kill off people. And especially in weather like these. It's dumb. I think you should be able to take a hydration break. I have no problem with it. Generate more money too. It's a business. This concept of maintaining tradition is nonsense. So Yamal with a free kick. Spain is talking like they're trying to set something up. We only have a minute left in regular time or an extra time. And 97 minutes in, and it's supposed to be 4 minutes extra. It's way past that time already. Argentina should have been in the final. They were not a good enough team to be in the final, to be honest. England can look at this and think we were awful. And 2 could cost England. They couldn't be worse against Spain than Argentina was. Porro looks like he's going to kick it, or Yamal. Let's see. I think Yamal should take it. Martinez shading to the right side. Porro doesn't look far back enough to take it, but we'll see. You can't tell whether he or Yamal is going to take it. If you could find Nico Williams with that pass. Let's see what happens. It's probably the last kick of the game. It's Yamal. Good save by Martinez. But he went to the side Martinez was. That's not a good kick. He went to the side where Martinez was. You got to go the other side. So what they did was Spain set up where they can kick the ball over the Spain player, the Spanish player, but not good. Nico Williams cross in the box. Spain player looked like he was taken out. That was the last cross of the game. And we go to extra time. But in extra time, Argentina will only have 10 players. And again, I'm going to take another extra time break. I'm going to take a 1-minute break and come back. We'll have the conversation again. So let me take my 1-minute break, people. Because you know I do that every time we have a break, I take a 1-minute break. And I'll come back in 1 minute exactly. Good save by Martinez, but I don't think he went to the right side, actually. Yeah, but that's where he expects the ball to come. He's not going to cheat. I don't think that was a smart play. Porro should have taken that. Try to go over the Argentinian wall. It's too close probably to go up and over, but... All right. 2 minutes, people. I'll be back. All right, we're back. We are back. We're in extra time of the 2026 World Cup Final between Spain and Argentina. Score tied at 0. The big event in the game is Fernandez, Chelsea player for now, got his second yellow card. Well deserved in terms of how he played for the game, but not in terms of the nature of the event that caused it. That caused the second yellow card. I don't think I agree with that one. I think for a game like this, the magnitude of the game, the situation, that card didn't warrant a second yellow. I'm sorry. But then these referees have not really distinguished themselves in this tournament, frankly, to be honest. They have been poor. Very, very poor. They're showing on the screen the first yellow card in the 81st minute, and he got one in the 93rd minute. So he was begging for it. Now we're seeing the highlight with Nico Williams go forward. He has Yamal wide, and he went with a shot. That was fine. Nico Williams hasn't played that great since he came on. Maybe that's not why he's not in the team, but he hasn't played that great. He's trying too many things. He's not playing within the confines of the game. He's just not, and that's not a good thing. Not a good thing. What are your thoughts so far, people in the chat? Who do you think is going to win this game? You think Spain's going to win now? They have the man advantage? Or you think Argentina, who has done a brilliant job defensively so far? And Argentina's coach has shown you, Argentina team has shown you, this is how you play mid-block football. You don't play no low block. You don't play low block. That's what England did. England was playing low block and can't hit a ball out. They weren't getting a head on the ball and playing low block. And why England hasn't fired Thomas Tuchel yet is beyond me. There is no way that man should be in a job. He cost them a World Cup final. England had a chance to win this World Cup. The way Spain is playing, Argentina's put no pressure on Spain. Zero. They have been awful. And it was showing up in the tournament. Egypt should have beaten them too. So let's look at the stats. We're getting ready to start the second half. I was trying to find the stats, people. It's not come up. Stats. Expected goal for Spain is 1.2. Argentina, 0. People, Argentina expected goal has been 0. Look at the stats. 0. This is awful. They have made 10 saves. Martinez, 0 by Spain. 9-1 corner kick. They have more fouls. That's what they're doing really well. And who knows, they may still win this game. Spain has almost doubled them in passes. It's been crazy. And yet, Spain have put them away. That's not good. So the game is back on. We have 30 minutes of extra time. And if no winner, then we go to penalty kicks. I think Nico Williams will do something because he's taking risk. Not great sometimes, but he's taking risk. Here comes, and now Argentina dropping deeper and deeper because they only have 10 men. Nico Williams. And he's been kicked down for no reason. Referee, that's a foul referee. Argentinians playing like, you know what? Williams goes all the way back to Laporte. Yeah, it's been awful. He said 0 shots. Are they taking a shot? No, they have no chance, no shots. You played 9 minutes of football and you took not one shot to the goal. Here comes Yamal. To Torres, and he crowded out. And Porro is down, got hit in the face. Hit in the face by Tagliafico. And he did it on purpose, people. Hit him in the face and put his hands around his neck. That's not a chance hit, people. I mean, the Argentinians are nasty, nasty. They're trying to create a situation where you then retaliate and you get the red card or yellow card. They're just nasty players. And they need to go home. Come Spain, send them home. They're just not representing. They have been awful in this game. And how they're here is I have no idea. England only have themselves to blame. This team is not a good team. Not a good team. They've been poor. Torres comes back to Yamal, miscontrols, very bad pass by Torres. Here comes Spain again. Looking to shoot. Over the top to Williams. Great save by Martinez. Wow, he has to score that. He has to score that. He just has to score that. Wow. That was close. He has to score that. Did he just miss it? Great ball by Pedri. He did head it. Great save by Martinez. Didn't get enough power on the header. Wow. Pedri has been brilliant since he came on. I'm surprised Alex B or Fabian Ruiz play over, or Almo play over Pedri, to be honest. Martinez has been good in goal, though. That's his 11th save. The ball almost passed Williams, though. That's what happened. But Martinez made a very good save. I think Spain is going to win in extra time. I can't see them holding out. We're in the 94th minute of play. And the score is tied at 0. That's not good. Argentina can't get out their own half. They're under constant pressure. Constant pressure. Ball play out to Nico Williams. Nico comes inside. Try to go with a 1-2 and turn it over. Here comes Argentina. Ball play out of bounds, throw into Spain. Here comes Spain again. Porro crossing the box to Marino. Misses Nico Williams. They're calling a foul. Is it a goal? Referee's calling a foul with VAR to get involved. The ball was scored by Nico Williams. There's a lot of bodies in the box. Looks like the referee called a foul. Not sure what happens. I can't call the goal because it was a foul called. Something was called. Not sure what happened. Can't tell. The ball is going to the back of the net. Came in the box. Touched there. Marino there. The player felt that he got hurt, but I'm not sure where he got hurt. Ball play out. Martinez missed it. Let's see what happens. Didn't touch the goalkeeper. He missed the ball. Nico Williams scored. I think that's a goal. I think that's a goal. Unless the defender got elbowed by Marino. Well, let's see what happened. I don't think that's a foul. I think that's a goal. But if the ref called a foul and he stopped play, I'm not sure. That's interesting. I have no idea what transpired there. Yeah, he's faking. Nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to the goalkeeper either. The goalkeeper didn't get touched. And Martinez is rolling around. I'm not sure what happened. The ball came into the box, got touched by Torres, went to Marino. The defender fell down that he got hurt. Marino did nothing to him. Must say his leg got stepped on. So your leg got stepped on. I have no idea what Martinez is complaining about. This is a mess. This is a miss and a mess. There's no foul. I don't see a foul. I don't see a foul, but I'm sure the referee called a foul. I don't see a foul. I don't know what happened. This is going to be a total mess. Argentina have been play acting all game because they're getting their butts kicked. And everybody's confused. No one knows what happened. Trying to get some, what are the commentators saying? Because I can't hear what they're saying. It says 0-0, and Spain making 2 more changes. Eric coming on and Zubamendi coming on. Oh, who's coming off? Yeah, I don't know what transpired. Rodri coming off. That's interesting. And Eric coming on. So Zubamendi coming on, Laporte coming off. Interesting changes, actually. I guess they all interchangeable. I don't think Zubamendi has played in this tournament. Has Zubamendi played at all in this tournament? I can't recall. Eric Garcia coming on. I don't think Eric Garcia is the most assured defender, to be honest. It should be a goal, though. I don't know why it's not a goal. Let's see what happens. They need to clarify something. Nope, it's not a goal. Got the goal kick. Here comes Spain. Again. Ball to Nico Williams. Play wide to Cucurella. Williams calling for it, and he gets it down the line. He turns brilliantly. And he got dispossessed again. He's been getting dispossessed all game. He has a lot of turnover, but Pedro wins it back. No, Marino wins it back, sorry. Nico Williams has been turning the ball over alarmingly. At an alarming rate. Ball play inside. And she's that Zubamendi. Plays outside to Cucurella. Come back inside to Pedri. Trying to go over the top. To Marino. Plays out. They got to be very careful with Alvarez. That's a foul against Messi. And he kicks the ball away. He should get a yellow card for that. And why is he not getting a yellow card? He kicked the ball away. He committed a foul. And nothing on that play. There was nothing on the play. Nothing on the play. Let's see this. He stepped on his foot, but it's inadvertent step on his foot. He put his foot there. That's not a foul. Here comes Spain again. Ball inside to Pedri. Pedri go all the way across to Cucurella. He's looking to shoot, going to Nico Williams. Nico goes back. Like the Zubamendi, back to Pedri, who comes all the way out to Porro. Porro looking to cross far post. Nico Williams just over his head, goes to Cucurella. Spain really applying the pressure. Ball back to Zubamendi. And go all the way back to Garcia, to Pedri, who's been the orchestrator. He plays it out to Zubamendi, who comes all the way across. Not sure who this player is. It plays out to Yamal. Yamal has 2 men there looking to cross. Goes back to Porro. Porro looking for the 1-2. Can't get it. Come back to Yamal, and he shoots way over the bar. Poor by Yamal. He's having a stinker of a tournament. But they're not removing him, though. There's the one player that can create some magic, which hasn't happened yet. Pierre Voodoo, man. No magic. Pierre Voodoo for the World Tournament. Sinesi coming on for Argentina. Who's coming off? They have 1 change in the extra period. And they're taking off one of their penalty takers. I assume Alvarez is off. So they go in defensive, trying to withstand all this pressure. They have done a good job so far. It's not a foul. Yeah, that's not a foul. Man put his foot there. It's not a foul. He didn't step on his foot. His foot just came down his foot. Take your foot out of the way. For this tournament, that's not a foul. Argentina's trying to come forward. Spain has it. And Pedri turns brilliantly, got rid of his man. He's just been dominating the game since he came on the field. Why he didn't start, I don't know. Here comes Paro. He has Yamal out wide. Yamal goes back to Paro. Paro comes inside. Zumende looking inside, goes to Pedri. Pedri goes wide to Nico Williams. Nico Williams, far post, hit it in. Oh, what a miss by, is that Merino? Oh, my Lord, that should have been a goal. Brilliant cross by Nico Williams. Was a lot of time, that should have been a goal. I agree, Flash G. Great cross by Nico Williams. Merino has to score that. He's trying to go far post. He has to score. He's wide open. If he's trying to go too cute and miss the entire goal, he has to score. And that's what he does. He scores late. He has to score. Here comes Spain again. Very composed. Just walk the ball up the field. They just drop their shoulder and just a little movement to create space. It's amazing just to watch them play. Creating space with just some movement, that's not even pronounced movement. Here comes Cucurella inside. The general, who goes outside to Yamal. Yamal goes back inside to Poro. Poro goes across field to Pedri, who finds Nico Williams outside. Nico Williams fakes, go across field, looking to shoot, poor shot, no pace on it. And here comes Argentina, trying to break out. Messi beats his man nicely, trying to go over the top. Referee says no foul, it's not a foul. I agree with the referee. Play on, even though Simeone is complaining, it's not a foul. Ball over the top, trying to find Yamal. Yamal controls. It's out of bounds, and he got taken out by the Argentinian. That's ridiculous. For no reason. The linesman took control of the situation. Carrero's looking for the ball, and Simeone stopped there to block him. It's not a foul. See? Stop there to block him. Man is not looking, he's looking at the ball, and he's complaining about wanting a foul. There's no foul. And the Argentinian's going wild on the sideline. It's not a foul. And look how he's taking out number 3. What's his name? Tagliafico, taking out Yamal for no reason. The ball is out of bounds, and he's going to hold the man and pull him, and he wants a retaliation so Yamal can get sent off the field. Wow. They're nasty. They do anything to win. Any and everything. Here comes Argentina. And they're not up the field. They haven't been over the halfway line for a long time. Spain is trying to press. Spain trying to organize their press. 3 minutes left in the first 50 minutes. Look, we may be going to penalty kicks in people because Spain look like they're going to score either. Good tackle. Spain wins the ball. Nico Williams taken out. Referee says no foul. Argentina trying to come forward. Torres trying to pressure. Otamendi, who goes back to Martinez, is going to go long. Poro controls, goes inside to Merino, goes to Pedri. Pedri coming forward. He's the most dangerous player. He finds Yamal. Yamal is taken out, but no foul. Here comes Argentina again. Ball headed out. Argentina coming forward. Messi. Tried a nutmeg. Great play by Merino. Out to Pedri. Pedri come forward, and he didn't glance and turn the ball over. But here comes Spain again. Argentina has it. Messi has it. Messi has it. Turns. Play a great ball outside, but well covered by Poro. Out of bounds. Throwing to Argentina. We are in extra time of the extra time. Score still tied at 0. One of the most boring World Cup finals in the history of World Cup finals. But we're here to watch it because we have nothing better to do. I don't understand where the player is taking drink and not throwing the ball in. You have, what was it, 9 or 10 seconds to throw the ball in? Why aren't you turning the ball over to Spain? Why are you arguing? Then the Argentina player went down when nobody touched him. Just went down to stop the game and slow the game down. And the referee is not doing his job. Not doing his job. Argentina down and ball turned over. Spain has the ball out of bounds. Goal kick to Spain. Spain has to play smarter though. Argentina is going to do all the dark hearts to try to frustrate them to get to penalties. If Spain loses World Cup, they'll never forgive themselves. They have 10 men and you still can't score a goal. Ball out of bounds, throw into Argentina, kick the ball away again. Why there's no yellow card for kicking the ball away? I don't understand. Look at this. That's a foul on Marino. And the referee, look at Paredes. He's been doing that all game. All game he's been doing that. And the referee not calling fouls. It's crazy. This is really bad, people. Spain needs to put a hurt on some of these Argentinians sometimes without getting a yellow or a red. I can't. Spain, please score a goal and just get this thing over with. These Argentinians just annoy the hell out of me. There have been pure dark arts in this final. They have done nothing on the field. They have been awful. Marino has to score that goal. Look at this. He's wide open. He's trying to go wide, far post. If he goes the other side, it's a goal. If he goes straight across the field, it's a goal. Across the goal, sorry, it's a goal. He's trying to go far near post. It's a bad miss by Marino. Yeah, no rules apply to Argentina. They do what they want to do. They have been terrible. Terrible. And get away with it too. So we have 50 minutes of extra time remaining. 50 minutes of extra time. And Argentina's in the games beyond me. Yeah, it appears that way. Spain did get the ball in the net, but they said a foul was committed by Marino in the center half. So we have 15 minutes of Spain to score. Pedri has been very good since he came on. So let's see if he can break the tie. And I need to go too, so I have to go to dinner. What time is it? It's almost time to go. Okay, shut off this stream because nothing's happening. So we are in the second extra time of the most boring World Cup final in the history of World Cups. And after coming upon the third place game yesterday, after having that game yesterday with 10 goals being scored, goals galore, entertaining football, we come to a final where the Argentinians are dark arts and add no value. And Spain, who has been much better, don't have the finishing touch. And putting the ball in the net is how you win games, not how well you played. Yeah, I know. The referees in this World Cup have been interesting, actually. He gets a World Cup final, so he's one of the better referees. I don't see that. I just don't see that. A lot of Argentinian fans, very boisterous. And they're doing us our dark hearts to let the teams rest. Now, don't you go off the field for a minute if you get attention? I thought you were supposed to be off for a minute. He's running off to run back on. Come here, Mar. You got to do something. You have done nothing this tournament. I must say Argentina plays good defense, though. So we have Spain is in possession as usual. We've said that throughout the game. They've had about 66% to 68% possession, or 66 to 64 most of the game, if not all the game. I still don't see where Argentina get 37% possession. Ball play out wide to Yamal. He goes back inside the Poro, cross far post. Nico Williams is there. He heads across the goal. Shoot. Goal! Torres, goal! Fernando Torres with a brilliant goal. And Spain goes up by a goal. And there is a God. There is a God. Evil don't get paid. Goal by Ferran Torres. Ball to the far post. Nico Williams, who have been turning the ball over quite a bit, but has been trying to do differentiating things in the game. Head the ball back. Bounce out to Torres. Left foot shot in the roof of the net. Go home, Argentina. Yes! I've never felt better than a goal being scored. Even for my Argentine, even for my Arsenal team. Ball came across, Williams, far post, headed down, back, brilliant header by Williams. Since he come on, people, I've said he's just not had the best game because he turned the ball over a lot. But you know what he's been doing? He's been trying things. And he's been dangerous. He should have been on already. At one point, Nico Williams was before Yamal, he was the man in Spain playing on the left. He's fell off significantly, but he's been putting pressure, taking chances, turning the ball over. But what a finish by Torres, who I've said before was at Man City, not a great goal scorer, but he didn't miss this time. And Messi going home, because there's no way Argentina scoring, people. This ain't England that go into a shell and they have 10 men. Yes! What a header. What a goal. Now Argentina going to, you want to see dark hearts. You're going to see dark hearts now. They're going to play more aggressive because they're playing for the draw. And Spain going to score more goal, by the way. This will not be a 1-0 game because they have to come out now to play. I see a black person in the stand cheering for Spain. They have black people in Spain? Sorry, I know that Nico Williams playing, but I didn't know they had black fans. I didn't see too many of them in Spain. Yeah, he's a big threat. He was a threat to himself a lot of the game, but he's been a big threat. See, here comes Argentina. Ball headed out, but Simone is there. Now, when you play against a ball possession team, you don't get all carried away. It's hard. And by the way, the scores on the scores here is 1-0, 109 minutes, 6 minutes remaining, probably a little bit more in extra time. I'm sorry, it goes to 120, so it's 11 minutes remaining. Cucurella trying to go down to Williams. Williams would have been offside actually, but throw in. Spain has 20 attempts on goals, 12 on targets. Argentina has 0. This has been the worst playing by a team in the World Cup final ever. This Argentina team has been beyond awful. They have done absolutely nothing. They have shown nothing. They should have lost earlier to Egypt, should have lost to England, should have probably lost to Cape Verde, and they survived. And they should not be here. Sorry, they weren't good enough. Spain just turned the ball over with no pressure. Argentina coming forward, they will create more, they will have more chance to score in Spain because they have to come out and play. They have to try to score. Oh, it's Yamal's mom. Okay. I was wondering who that was. I thought Yamal's mom was Arabic or something. I don't know if she was black. Here comes Messi, turning, trying to create magic. Spain has 3 people back. Now, all of a sudden, Argentina getting possession. Good pressure by Nico Williams. Here comes Messi. He has it, trying to go wide. Ball played out. Turned over by Spain. Here comes Argentina. They're putting the pressure on now. And they're winning back possession. They're playing really, really hard, trying to get a goal. Spain has to think about, look, we can score if we just win the ball back. All of a sudden, Argentina getting possession because they're committing a lot of men forward. Some England didn't do when they got on 2-1. Ball over the top, poor pass. Simone gets it. We have 10 minutes remaining in extra time. If Spain can hold on, they'll have won their second World Cup. They won their first in 2010. It's a great play by Nico Williams, by the way. And Simeone is standing up. He should have been back defending. So Simeone, the son of the great coach from Atletico Madrid, he was the one person in the area, and he didn't react to that. No, they don't know when they're beaten. They're trying to come back. Argentina fans, they're showing them in the stands. They're very silent. Here comes, and they're not pressuring really hard, so they're putting the pressure on. Here comes Spain, though. And a foul there by Argentina, which they do really bad. And the ref is not giving up yellow cards. McAllister, I don't think McAllister got a yellow card. He's committing some really bad fouls throughout the game. Oh, he's got one yellow. He's got a yellow, okay. He's committing a lot of fouls in this game. Okay. I didn't see that. Here comes Marino. Marino goes wide to Porro. And he's got knocked down again. Everybody touches get kicked over. Spain now trying to keep the ball. Spain needs to play the ball up the field. Don't keep the ball in your area. And it's going to try to go over the top. Here comes Yamal. Goes all the way back to Pedri. Pedri goes inside to Torres. Torres to Cucurella. They're just playing around now. Pedri dictating the pace of the game. Here comes Nico Williams. Goes back to Pedri. Pedri turns. Goes back to Garcia. Garcia to Cabarsi. Cabarsi goes inside to Yamal. So Spain is just running Argentina into the ground. They're just chasing shadows. Ball play outside of Nico Williams. He comes back. He got tripped up. Try to back heel. Doesn't work. Out of bounds. Throw into Spain. Is that offside against Williams? We have 8 more minutes remaining in regular extra time. Argentina trying to hurry the game up, but they haven't taken a shot on goal yet, and they may never get one for them. You play 120 minutes and no shots on goal. No shots. Forget about shots on goal. 120 minutes and no shot? And you're supposed to have the best player in football? That's amazing. Let's see if they get a shot in this game before it's all over. Here comes Fernando Torres. He's in on goal. 1-on-1 with Fernando. Goal! Oh, no, it's offside. Okay, let me calm down. Offside. I was getting excited. I normally get excited until I see it. Let me see this. Ball over. He's not offside. I'm sorry, he's not offside. That's a goal. Let's see that again. I don't think he's offside. But they're saying he is. Let's see that. No replay? Didn't look that way to me. Maybe I seen the wrong angle. Didn't look offside to me. I need to see that angle again. Not a good foul by Nico Williams. Free kick to Argentina. We have 7 minutes remaining. They're down by 1. They're desperate. And they're dangerous when they're desperate. Not a good foul by Nico Williams, though. Really bad foul. I don't think that was offside. I need to see that again. It looked like he was in line, but I don't have the angle that VAR does, so. Ball headed out by Spain. Yamal chasing. Fernandez plays it wide. Paredes go all the way across field. Spain has all their players back, except 2, Nico Williams and Yamal. And here comes Messi. Beats 1. Messi in a dangerous spot. Cucurella hesitating. Messi cross, headed out of bounds, corner to Spain. You cannot back off Messi if you're Cucurella. You have to approach him. He's backing off into the box to do what? Go approach him and force him to the baseline. Quick corner taken by Messi. Dangerous position by Argentina. Messi looking to cross in the box. Way out of bounds. Out of touch. Poor cross by Messi. You cannot back off your Cucurella. You have to approach him. That's how England gave up their goal. Nobody approached him on the ball. Poor cross by Messi, though. Trying to go for a post. Argentina had 5 men in the box. Horrible cross by Messi. Okay, showing the Torres goal again. It's a brilliant setup by Nico Williams. But if he's in, he's going to lose that fix. We have 5 minutes remaining in extra time. And we will not have a repeat champion if Argentina loses. since 1962, when Brazil repeated as World Cup champions. Argentina won in 2022, looking to win again, but Spain looking to get their second title since 2010. Here comes Nico Williams, one-on-one. He's going for a race. Beat his man nicely inside, destroy him. Nico Williams in the box. Your chance to cross it, and I have no idea what he did. Did he try to cut it back? He beat his man brilliantly, and I have no idea what he did. Oh, he tried to do a flick behind him, and he hit off his right foot. Wow. That's poor by Williams. He had to cross the ball to the far post. I think Yamal was there. Here comes Messi. Plays it inside. Nico Williams jogging back. It looks like he's getting tired. He doesn't play a lot of football. Argentina goes over the top. Ball out of bounds. Got saved, actually. Ball played back to Messi. Dangerous position. Shoots. Blocked. Out of bounds and plays down. And that's Merino. Looked like he hit him in the head. And he's down. He's looking like he's in trouble. You got a shot by Messi. And you hit him right in the forehead. And he's down. He's going to be down for a while. That's a really good shot by Messi. Nico Williams had to cross that ball. He tried a little flick behind him and turned it over. The one thing Nico Williams provides you, though, is he can get by his man, which is Oyarzabal did not provide. He's able to beat his man, turns it over quite a bit, but it's a risk-reward game. I don't know. You say it was offside. He's honest. He's barely offside. Wow. His left shoulder was offside. He bent the run, but VAR said he was offside. That was close. If he stepped back a little bit, he's in on goal, and he would have scored too. At least I think so. Merino is still down, so going to be a lot of extra time. At least 6-7 minutes. And we should say that Argentina is actually down to 10 players. Fernandez got his second yellow card, so he's been out. I won't do a post game because there's no post game to do because it wasn't that exciting again to do a post game. But I will say that I hope that Spain holds on to win this game. It wasn't the best World Cup, far from it. But Spain leading by 1-0. We have, I'd probably say, if I estimate, about 6 minutes remaining. Probably about 4 minutes in extra time. Give Marina just got injured and had to have injury timeout. Here comes Argentina looking to go in the box again. Blocked by Spain. Out of bounds, throwing to Argentina. And you may ask yourself, why Argentina? Why is Argentina not able to pressure Spain when they weren't for the entire game? Because they're taking more risk. Here comes Argentina. They have numbers. But Spain plays it out. We have only a minute left in regular time. Nico Williams with a stupid foul again. He's been doing those. His second time with a dumb foul. It's going to create free kick for Argentina. No reason to foul. Messi pushed the ball way up. Need to bring the ball back. Okay. Free kick to Argentina. Just a minute left in regular time and maybe maybe 4 or 5 in extra time. Give him the injury time. Argentina down by 1-0. Free kick to Argentina. And by the way, if the game is tied after extra time, it's penalties. Ball play to Messi, 1-2, really smart move. Cucurella comes forward. Ball play by Argentina has a chance. Crosses. Oh, that was close. Brilliant save there by Spain. That was close. Really good free kick by Argentina. Really worked really well. Ball played out on Cucurella, cross at the near post. And the Argentinians were there and really good save there. Messi with the corner. We have completed all 120 minutes. A lot happening in the box. Merino. A lot of arguments in the box. And he's still groggy. Looks like he's still groggy, Merino. Messi with the corner. Dangerous corner. Ball bounced in the box. Out of bounds, corner again. Spain scrambling. Argentina fighting as they normally do. They have come alive. 5 minutes of extra time. Argentina putting Spain under a lot of pressure. And only have 10 men. Short corner. Again, referee calls it back. We have 4 minutes remaining. Still 1-0 to Spain. Argentina doing a lot of dark hearts in the box. A lot of dark hearts. Poor corner by Messi. Played out. Ball over the top. Shot over the top. It was a chance to Argentina. Was that Simeone? He has to score that. He has to hit the target. He got a clear chance, Simeone. It bounced up and he kicked over the bar. That was the same chance that Torres got. He has to score that. Came quickly. It came quickly. It's a difficult shot. He was spinning. He has to keep it down, though. He had a chance to score right there. And that was probably the last chance for Argentina. He had to relax on that and just aim for the goal versus trying to shoot, trying to kick hard. Spain has been scrambling since they've been up. It's crazy. And they have 11 men, and they're having difficulty keeping possession. Argentina winning back possession. It's amazing since Argentina been down how they've gotten so much more possession than they had for the entire game, actually. And even Messi has been getting a lot of touches. Ball trying to play over the top. A lot happening, out of bounds. Spain is just scrambling. They're not playing with any composure. They're not playing a regular game. It shows you when you put more pressure on defensively on players, how they react, right? Part of it's pressure by Argentina. Part of it's concern by Spain about not making mistakes. And Messi's now getting more involved and trying to dictate the game. Good pass by Messi, 1-2 Argentina. Spain not pressuring like as they were before. And Argentina finding space. And foul against, is that foul against Argentina? Free kick to Spain, it looks like. He got a good kick on the ball, and Williams' hand was out, arm was out. That ball could have easily hit his arm, actually. We have 2.5 minutes remaining, 2 minutes remaining in this game for Spain to win their second World Cup. Spain fans are praying. Ball over the top. Spain headed out. Argentina trying to play upfield. Just nothing happening. It's a lot of ball being played up. Comes Argentina. Foul against Spain. Spain committing a lot of fouls late in the game. Only 1.5 minutes remaining. Free kick to Messi. He goes over the top. Simone is there. Catches it. Lays down. We only have 1 minute remaining in the final 2026 World Cup. I'm going right at the stream, people. I have to run out to dinner. Hopefully Spain can hold on. Here comes Spain. Ball plays out to Nico Williams. He goes all the way back to Cucurella. Cucurella goes all the way back to Garcia, who plays it across field to Porro. Spain can feel it. To Marino. Goes all the way across Cucurella. Argentina is done. They're chasing, but can't get there. Yamal has it. And Cucurella has it now. Referee calls foul against Spain. 30 seconds remaining. I think Yamal should took the ball in the corner. Yeah, a lot of celebrities are here from all these countries. It's probably the last kick out for Spain. Still 1-0. 8 seconds remaining. Ball played over the top. Headed up by Spain. Play up field. That's it. Game over. Spain are the 2026 World Cup champion. They have won their second World Cup. Goal scored by Ferran Torres. Yes! There is the God, and there's no Jesus, but there's a God. And We saw it through, whereby Spain has won, game over. There is justice in the world. Evil doesn't prevail. People, before you leave, hit the like button, subscribe. And it wasn't the best World Cup final. It wasn't the best game. It wasn't even a great game. I don't know what Scalini is doing. He's acting up. Argentina are poor losers, by the way. So we shouldn't be surprised if they act up after the game. But it's been a great outcome. I am happy that the better team won. They were the best team in the tournament. They only gave up 1 goal through the entire tournament. One, as in Jamaica, they get a goal to Belgium. They scored 10. They gave up 1. And they were the best defensive team in the tournament. Not the best offensive team, but they're the best team. And it shows you that tiki-taka football, where you can keep possession, you have smart players, you dictate the pace of the game, you can end up with this outcome. Not the most entertaining game, but they controlled the game. Argentina didn't have 1 save made of the goalkeeper. They looked dangerous late in the game when they pressured from the right side, the Messi side of the field. They got nothing from the left side. But at the end of the day, Spain were the better team, and we had the right outcome. And they've won a World Cup. Messi looked perplexed on the field. Argentina got what? They had a couple of shots late in the game, but for most of the game, it was 20-0. They didn't do much. Van said pretty good Spain to win. I thought France probably would have taken it, given how they were playing. But I've said this about Spain. What Otamendi having big argument with Rodri, who used to play with at Man City, and Rodri trying to talk to him, he's not going to hear it. Argentina's are poor losers. Send them out, send them home. Thank you, CGG. Appreciate it. So, people, I want to thank each of you for being here. 59 of you. Before you leave, we only have 49 likes, and I know a lot of people have come through and left. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. I'll be doing a lot of programming starting late next week. I'm going to do transfer bi-daily, I call it, or maybe even transfer daily, or Premier League transfers or other transfers. Not just Arsenal, by the way, but other teams. I'm going to do some football program, and I have other things we're going to be doing. Talk about other topics apart from football on my other channel. I'm going to make sure now we don't do any more unbalanced view in terms of sports, at least football, but balanced view is going to be with politics and technology, and Tranquil Live with my sports channel. And I'm also having another channel to do some reaction videos, but we'll talk about that another time. But Pristine, thanks for being here. Flash G, DC, Vaughn, Peter, Drew Ross was here earlier, Alcova, King Duck, New Wave, bless up New Wave. What was here? I did say CGG before. I can only comment on the people who comment. I know some of you in the comment don't comment. Who else was here? Keisha was here. Keisha, thanks for being here. Just trying to go through all the names. Ricardo was here earlier. Peter, as usual, joined. So anyway, people, Dr. Dan was here earlier. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here. Argentina, please go home and don't come back. Spain, you deserve to win. You were the best team in the tournament. You proved it. We don't like dark hearts. We have moved on and we are a civilized society. As you can see from the bottom of the screen, Spain won, Argentina 0. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. Peace out. I appreciate you. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.